I'm streaming. We are live now.
Ooh.
Shalom.
Oy vey.
Fucking. Time for Halo 3. Last time I played this, I was pissed fucking drunk.
I mean, yeah, at least we're doing multiplayer at the moment.
Yeah, I got drunk in the middle of the day, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a day off. Who cares? And then, yeah, and then like I got that thing where I sobered up by the time it was nighttime, and I was just like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to check the stream to see how my voice is coming through.
Yeah. All right. Fuck. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Whoa.
Alright,
Wonder what the delay latency on us coming through on the stream is. Oh shit, it's BR Slayer.
shut up. I'm trying to hear you on the stream.
Hello.
You're kind of quiet, but I don't really... Actually, I can just turn you up in Discord. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Just hope I'm not too loud for you.
There we go. I'll put up with it. I don't give a fuck. Alright.
Right?
Oh, and then
Sounds
I
good.
need to get Streamlabs up on here. Alright, cool.
Damn.
Also, it's about 10 fucking seconds.
Okay. That's not as bad as some of the streams I've done before.
Oh, no, it's actually quite a lot of latency.
No, I'm saying back when I did a couple streams a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like 20 seconds.
But
But that's PlayStation's shitty. That's PlayStation's shitty streaming on PS4. So yeah.
Well, to be fair, oh, yeah, I forgot to take the backpack off. Damn it.
I did a Mirror's Edge stream once a few years ago. Just fucking free roamed it. Watch out! Oh, I killed. Did I? Yeah, I killed him. Nice. So, I don't know if there's anybody watching yet, but just a word of warning, I suck at shooters.
We know.
So, yep. Well, they probably don't actually.
Nah, they know.
This is the first time I've fucking been in your stream actually playing with you.
Nah, they still know. It don't matter.
Yes, they just telepathically fucking know I suck.
Yep. You know, I kind of hate myself for using other customizations, but some of them are cool. Like, I'm okay with it, but then, like, adding the Halo 4 armors really just pissed me off. And I don't know if it's because it's like, you're going against the look of Halo, or if it's just like, man, fuck you, 343. Your armors aren't good enough to be in this fucking game.
Fuck. I thought that was,
Yeah, I really need to get rid of the fucking backpack. That thing is ugly.
yeah.
What the fuck? I'm wearing the Mirage armor, which is an armor I'm really happy they added. It's something we've always wanted to be in the games. It's
That energy sword dude in there.
yeah, I know. He fucking killed me and gave it to me. And took it from me. But yeah, I'm wearing the Mirage armor, or what I think it's called Mirage. I have no idea. It's in lore. It's called SPI, and it features on Ghost of Onyx, and it looks super cool.
Sword person in that room. Watch out.
Yep.
There's like 3 of them in there. I don't know if they're still all in there, but that's the last time I saw it.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm just getting shooted up by the fucking enemy team. I haven't gotten a kill. I've gotten 4.
Oh fuck! I got the guy with the sword.
Nice.
And that guy killed me. They got a sword again.
Hello.
Sorry about that. By the way, didn't mean to blow out your eardrums.
You're not blowing out my eardrums. I have my fucking headphones turned down. Because I can hear every little fucking noise. Bastard. Alright. Yeah, I feel like
I don't know if I'm weird, but I can't play both hearing all of the chat audio and the game audio in my ear at the same time for some reason.
I don't know. Well, I'm like weirdly immune to shit like that for some reason. Like, I'm also really good with VR. Like, VR does not bother me at all. Like,
I haven't done enough of it yet to know how I am with VR.
I've literally
Like,
flown around. I've literally flown around in VR, and it doesn't mess with me at all.
Oh, I have too. I there was a demo at a store once, and they had Ace Combat 7 with PSVR.
He's waiting for me. Oh yeah, he is waiting for me. Hey, he fucked up the timing. Got him. Yeah. All right. Oh fuck. I'm going down back down here. Yeah, all right. Got to turn down my headphones some more. God, you're like, for whatever reason, I'm getting like most of the high end from your side of things. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
because that was mostly like a whisper I did there.
yeah, it's piercing.
Well, yeah, any high tone would come in like that.
Yeah. Oh.
Was that on our team or on the other enemy team? Yeah, it was on our team.
No
Fuck, we
idea.
lost a player. We lost a player.
Yeah. Too bad it's not like Infinite where the bots come in, because that's actually super cool.
Yeah, and they're actually decent bots, so it's not like you're just picking them off every 3 seconds, then making your team shit.
Yep.
Like, there are some redeeming things about Infinite so far. They just need to fix that fucking progression system.
Yeah, it's a good game, just stuck with like shitty progression and like. Well,
I really do think the free-to-play decision was a mistake.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there and agreeing with you, man.
Dude, we double plasmaed each other.
But yeah,
That was fun.
I'm starting to agree that the free to play was a mistake and that it should have just shipped live with fucking the thing. Like, it's cool that it, like, the free to play thing was really interesting to me because it's like, oh, I can try it. But then now I've just realized that I should have been really suspicious of that because it was clearly a fucking scam. Like, oh, Microsoft, what the fuck?
Like, and anyways, they didn't need it because Game Pass is a thing. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many players in Game Pass now. Why do you need free to play? Forza Horizon is doing amazing on Game Pass. It has like 10 million players at the moment.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Halo Infinite's also doing amazing because it has more concurrent players than fucking Vanguard and,
Yeah,
and
but that is
Battlefield.
because it's free to play.
I mean, it's better than those two games, too. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, it is. It just needs a better progression system.
Yeah. It, like, it feels like, literally, I felt like a kid whenever I fucking booted up Halo Infinite for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the fucking intro, like, I'm gonna be honest, I know it's like the fucking soy, like, bitch thing to say, but I literally got a little choked up with nostalgia whenever, what? Son of a bitch. Okay, I just
The
suck
only
at
reason
Halo.
I'm optimistic that I'll sort of enjoy the campaign is because it looks kind of Far Cry-esque, and I think like that'll work for me.
I've heard think of it less of Far Cry and more like Shadow of War meets Metal Gear Solid 5 meets Halo.
That sounds really interesting.
Yes, yeah. Which is like, oh, this is
Shadow of
someone.
War is one of my favorite. Shadow of War, I didn't like MGS5 as much, but Shadow of War is one of my favorite games from last gen.
Yeah, and people were just like, yeah, it's kind of just like that, and I'm just like, oh, those are some of my favorite games right there.
I didn't know you were into the Middle Earth games. That's cool.
I like Shadow of Mordor, which is what I played of it. Ah, fucker.
And War is basically Mordor with way more features and like just better world design.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up because the microtransaction shit, the controversy. When
Oh,
I
they
watched.
removed it by the way.
Oh, nice.
In fact, it's been out of the game for like 3 years now. So you're really missing out. Get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably pick it up when it's on sale.
It's in Xbox Game Pass since you got your Xbox hooked up.
I mean, yeah, I might pick that up at some point.
Just gonna warn you, 30 FPS.
Don't care.
Okay,
That's
just letting you know.
That sort of thing has never really bothered me.
When you get a Series X, you can play it with the 1X enhancement, so at least it'll be high res.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna buy this. By the way, like
The reason it kind of bugs me with a game like that is because it's an Arkham style like beat 'em up, but with
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's really fast paced.
well,
So reaction time is kind of important in a game like that because you gotta hit the counters fast enough to not get killed.
yeah. By the way,
By the way, keep the BR Slayer mode on. That's fucking good.
oh yeah, I'll have to exit out. I'm about to exit out of the fucking lobby this time around. Did I rank
Yeah,
up?
but stay in that mode. That's good. Oh, I did though. I ranked up.
Yeah. All right. Wait, how do I get a customization? Oh, it's right here. No, it's not. Yes. Alright. I haven't played MCC in forever. Halo 3.
You can blacklist certain game modes that you don't want to play.
Oh, I know. I'm
So
talking about how to get into armor customization. Back accessory. You know
oh,
what?
another thing. Thank you. That actually brought this up. This is another conversation we can have about Infinite. The fucking game mode select,
Yeah? Oh.
fucking dog shit.
Yeah, it has a lot of issues. Let's...
Man, let's just have our game select as a randomizer. Genius.
I mean, if they change it when they do full launch, I'll be fine with it.
I'm hoping, yeah, because it's not fun.
No, it's really not.
Because I have to play multiple game modes I don't like.
Yeah. What was that one I always liked? Was it Scout? I think it was Scout. And then I'm changing my armor type because I'm not really a fan of it right now. Helmet. What was that one helmet I always liked but never actually unlocked? I think it was Rogue. Yeah, it was Rogue. I always liked Rogue. I don't remember. I don't know how you unlocked it in Halo 3. I never did. I literally unlocked Recon and everything and did not unlock this helmet. Like the arm pieces, the leg piece is going back to fucking standard.
I'm just wondering, is it going to be more like Sniper Elite, where it is kind of open world, but there's still technically missions, or is it just straight up an open world?
It's less. It's like Metal Gear Solid's open world, man. That's how I've heard it described.
Well, that's basically just a full open world.
Well, I like I said, I don't know, man.
Like, it's like you go back to a hub area and there's like, you can select a different like starting point, but it's still an open world.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, I just realized Monster Hunter World is basically kind of like MGS5. Because it kind of works off a similar system. Like, you have a hub area where you go back to, and then you select like a monster you want to track down and hunt, and it brings you back into the big open world in a different area.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a very similar concept. Just, you know, very different type of gameplay.
Actually, it might look good with the Aqua and... Oh, fuck.
Speaking of which, I wonder when the fuck they're gonna let us actually start preloading the campaign. Because, like, we're less than a week now.
I have no idea. I bought it a while ago. Yeah, I like that look. That's a good look. That's a handsome Spartan right there. Oh, yeah. He's a handsome
I think
guy.
Xbox Live is having issues because my library isn't loading.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably a couple days before, you know I'm fucking going to.
What, preload it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if they give us the option, like, where is it?
Yeah.
Usually Microsoft has their preloads ready around 2 weeks before the game comes out.
Who knows? I mean, they're only doing bug fixing right now, so... Yeah.
Did you hear that? Oh, nice. Did you hear that, that fucking Dying Light 2's already went gold?
Yeah?
That game comes out in February.
Jeez.
So, hey, anything to avoid a Cyberpunk, my dude.
Yeah, also, Cyberpunk switched to looking at expansions.
Which probably means, they're mostly done their next big bug fix patch.
Yep.
Or close to it. Because, apparently they're skipping 1.4 totally, and they're just gonna do the next-gen patch next. For the consoles.
Yeah.
So that's the next big update they're gonna do.
Aw, damn it. Yeah. Also, one thing I really wish was a thing in this game, was whenever you turn off, like, some of this, like, I could choose what customizations that they've added that I can turn off. Because you can turn it off entirely, but I don't want to lose my weapon skins, because I like that feature.
Nice. I wasn't actually the one that killed him, though. Damn.
But I wish I could just turn off the silly-ass armor.
Yeah, so you don't have to see it. Like, just put people in default outfit if they're wearing one of the newer armors.
Yeah, that's what it does. You have an option, so I don't have to see that shit. But it's like I wish I could just blacklist certain armors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, like I said, if they're wearing any of those pieces, it would just put the default fucking
Yeah,
marks.
that's what it does. They have an option for that, so I don't have to see it. But it also gets rid of the weapon skins and stuff, which is kind of gay.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
wish.
well, to be fair, some of the weapon skins are pretty gay.
Oh yeah, they're pretty fucking terrible.
Like, did you see that one called Squirt?
Oh, I accidentally nade jumped. Okay. Fuck.
Was it for the BR or the fucking assault rifle? But there's a skin called Squirt, and it fucking looks obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's like someone fucking like, you know what an oil spill looks like an oil slick on the side of a road,
Mm-hmm.
like where it's all like tie-dye fucking color and shit. Basically that, but on a fucking AR. It looks it don't look good. I'm so not used to not being able to sprint.
Yeah.
So weird. Wait, how did they kill them? What? Oh, I hate when that happens. Damn.
Oh yeah. Hey man, it's Halo 1. It's Halo 3 as it launched, with all the netcode issues included.
Like, it's like, I'm clearly the one who shot that one person to death, but apparently the other person on our team got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Halo 2's multiplayer is kind of fucking buns. That's a hot take, right? But it's like fucking Smash Bros. Melee, where base game, alright, this is pretty fun, but then like if you don't know all the button combos and shit, it's like a nightmare.
So what you're saying is you suck at it.
Yes, but also like Halo 3 is the perfect blend at being not competitive, but also still having competitive elements.
I still don't know how I fucking pulled off that match where I was trolling both you and Cammy.
Yeah, I don't know how you eat it either. We going 1v1 later, bro. That's happening.
I mean, if you want to.
I do. 1v1 me cold storage, bro. BRs only.
Definitely not a fucking good match right now. I think I'm really tired. Like rusty.
Yeah. Oh, I'm knocking some rust off still.
Oh yeah, B is the fucking melee in this game. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I tried playing on controller in Infinite and B was crouching. I was like, the fuck is this shit? Even though
Well, that's just standard for shooters, but yeah, that's the problem. They went to modern shooter controls now.
Yeah, and so, but like they kind of had to with all the stuff they added.
Yeah. Yeah, because crouch in this is the left stick.
Yep. And then you add that on, and then sprint becomes X for some reason, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Not in this game. X is the power thing, the pickups.
Yep. But in Halo Infinite, they have a thing called Recon, which is basically Recon was invented in Reach's control scheme, specifically so you got classic Halo controls because they went to modern shooter controls in Reach, which controversial move. I think it worked out nicely for the game, but yeah. But one thing I've always liked about Halo is if you're good enough, you can take on the whole enemy team, right? Like if
Yeah, my brother's like that.
if you outskill them enough. But in like you can't do that in Call of Duty. The time to kill is too fucking fast. To where
Yeah, that's always the problem when I play other shooters. I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's because other shooters just become a game of there's no skill involved. It's just I saw you first.
Yeah, it's all reaction time.
Yep. And that's a game that gets old fast. Even if you are good at it. Like I'm really good at Modern Warfare. I still don't play it. I haven't returned to play it since the game fucking came out.
Well, also, is the multiplayer even active anymore?
Yes, people still play Modern Warfare, the original,
2019.
Yeah, people still playing that, man. It's a good game. It's a really good game.
Oh, the going rumor right now is the 22 COD is the reboots Modern Warfare 2.
Good, because fucking Vanguard is ass.
Wow, what a shock. It's almost like Sledgehammer only made one half decent Call of Duty game and everything else they've done is shit.
Yeah, but like, it's really just a
World War II
disappointment.
also was pretty shit.
Yeah, I haven't played World War
Which is
II.
the other one that did.
You forget, I got out when at I never played Black Ops, so I wasn't suckered in by Treyarch.
Advanced Warfare is the only semi decent one they did,
I
and that's
really,
mainly.
I remember, again, I haven't played it since it came out, because my buddy always had the new Call of Duty, and I'd come over to this house that I live in now, and I would wind up playing the new Call of Duty, and Infinite Warfare.
That was the first COD that actually looked to next gen at the time.
Yeah.
Even though it technically still was a cross genner, but like compared to compared to Ghost, which definitely still just looked like a 360 game.
Well, I think Call of Duty and Halo kind of have a similar problem with they want to fucking do the oh, Sir Yap Yap, that's fucking funny. So whenever like Call of Duty has this problem where everyone in the fan base wants to
That's like I got a couple of my kills.
Yeah. But everybody in the Call of Duty fan base wants them to do something different, and then when they do, it's just dog shit.
See, the problem is they do something different and it kind of works, and then they just keep going in that direction and they fuck it up. That's what happened with the Future era that they did, the futuristic era that started with Black Ops 2. Like, the first couple games, Ghost was shit actually, but like, fucking like Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare, from what I understand, were mostly well received. Some people didn't like the jumping thing from Advanced Warfare, but then they just made it worse. Stuff? Yeah, then they just made it worse with Black Ops 3 and fucking Infinite Warfare.
Well, to be honest, what Call of Duty has kind of done, and has kind of always done, is just like, oh, this is popular now, let's hop on this trend, and oh, fuck yeah, standoff, baby. I fucking love me some standoff. Oh,
Yeah, I haven't played this map as much.
What map pack was this from? Was this from the Mythic map? No, this wasn't from Mythic. I think this might have been the Heroic map pack.
By the way, I realized, so the plot in Halo 5 is that the AIs, like, converge, right?
At the end, yeah.
Bro, they ripped off Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, no shit! They literally ripped off Rooster Teeth. Holy fuck, that's funny.
That's the fucking meta.
That's fucking funny. They ripped off Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, this map is actually reminding me of it, because there was like a big plot point episode that happened here.
Map. You remember when Red vs. Blue was good? I remember.
Yeah, the first 10 or so seasons.
Yeah, well, after, like, actually the first, like, 14...
Once they finished the the Freelancer saga, it was pretty much, yeah, this is it, it's over.
Well, the stuff on Chorus was okay. It wasn't great.
Are they still doing it? What are they doing now in the plot?
So they did a 3-season time travel arc thing that was nonsensical, retarded, and not like in the normal Red vs. Blue. This is retarded sort of thing, and this is just
like some weird bit.
It's some weird what?
It's like Archer, basically what they did.
Yeah, but then that failed. No one liked the Chesno paradox stuff, and basically no one liked it, and everyone just went, "Oh, that's gay." And
I think the problem with any long-running media is sometimes you need to just let it end.
Yeah, that's the problem. We've reached 2 points in Red vs. Blue now.
Marvel's in that place now.
We've reached 2 fucking logical ending points. You stole my kill, you bitch. Alright. We've reached 2 logical conclusions to Red vs. Blue where it would have been a great ending, right?
Freelancers.
Freelancers, and then the end of Chorus was... Well, Chorus wasn't as good as it had been, and the show was definitely showing its age. Aw, damn it. The game was showing its age. Or the show was showing its age. Fuck if I could talk. But that said, that being said, like, the ending to that stuff was fantastic. Like, it was a great emotional moment. The gang was all there together. Tucker was taking the lead, and we get this nice speech And then they did an anthology trilogy, and then they were and then they retired, and then to fight clones of themselves, and it was really dumb. And
Oh, you know what also really sucks?
what?
What's the name of the nerdy one again on Red Team?
Simmons.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the dude who voices him, total hardcore leftist.
Oh, yeah, they all are.
I don't know if all of them are as bad as him, but he's bad.
Oh, no, Bernie's a fucking lib. Joel, the guy who voices Caboose, he's not with them anymore because he's right-wing, so, you know.
Based. Caboose
Yeah.
was also the best character.
Yes, and also that guy didn't really need any of that because, one, he made his money, and two, he's literally a rocket scientist.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's he got his degree in fucking, like, rocket science or some shit, like some crazy physics degree. And, he just kind of was like, oh, this is making money. Why the fuck wouldn't I do this? This is fun and easy. I'm happy Jeff got his life together, though. That was nice. He got a divorce, but he also stopped drinking.
What was that?
Griff's voice actor. Yeah, he got his life together. Good on him. Good on him. I'm happy. I always liked Griff. And I also always liked Jeff. Jeff was like a good dude. Like, he always seemed like a good dude.
He's the best character next to Caboose, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like Jeff as a whole, like as a person, is actually just a good guy. Like just a really nice guy. Like, he's not like super crazy political or anything ridiculous. Like, it's like, yeah, he's never given me a reason to hate him. Basically. Like, whether it be like crazy political opinions or fucking like
I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, the Simmons actor, he had a really, really shit take one time, and I was like, holy fuck.
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me that one of them said something retarded. They're all from Austin, which is basically like liberal Texas, aka shit Texas.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Keep Austin weird means keep Austin like
I wonder,
filled with homeless people and just terrible.
I wonder where in Texas my third cousin lives.
No idea, but yeah, Jeff. Really like Jeff. Jeff's always been a good dude. Fucking go, Jeff. Good to see you get your life together. You know, fucking just really happy for him. Like, it's like, man, like, you just seem like a nice dude who just wants to chill and live his life.
I can't remember. Was Griff the Manhorn?
No, that was Tucker. That was Tucker.
Oh yeah.
Also, like, literally the only characters in the show now, like, the guy who voiced Church, Bernie Burns, the guy who started the company, just quit. He just said, "Fuck this! I've made my money. I'm done." And
I mean, to be fair, considering the direction Rooster Teeth has went, kind of probably a good decision.
Yeah, it's because the company kind of went to shit without him there, and like other people.
Yeah, what a shock.
Yeah. Also, they were kind of all assholes the whole time secretly, because like, do you know about the stuff with Monty and how they tried to?
Wow, what a shock.
Yeah, it's like, wow, these guys are fucking pricks, and it's like, oh.
It's almost like that's like the average internet personality. Here we are streaming.
yeah, but the average internet personality is kind of an asshole. I actually wonder what causes that, right? Because like,
Narcissism. You're not used to all the attention, and then it suddenly just floods in.
Maybe, but it's got to be more than that, right? Because you have like fucking crazy pedos and shit starting YouTube channels and stuff all the time. You remember that whole thing?
You also gotta remember there are literally a billion people in YouTube, so roll the dice, you're gonna get some really fucked people.
Yeah.
Like, you have a sixth of the world's population on YouTube at this point.
Yeah.
You're gonna have crazy people.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
Alright, I'm starting to get better again.
Yeah, I kind of got in the groove the last game. I think I'm just getting fucked up this game. Although... Oh, no, you have more kills than me somehow.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm getting better.
But yeah, like, it's such a baffling thing. Like, the average internet creator just turns out to be a shithead. I wonder, like, there's gotta be, like, there's jobs...
That's what happened with Ego Raptor, man.
What
Ego
happened
Raptor's such a cunt.
Oh, is he? What happened?
Yeah, really bad. He's a massive leftist and he's a fucking cunt.
Like
And he's
just,
like, oh man, I was such a, I was so bad. I used to say all this offensive shit.
yeah. It's like, listen, man.
He's a
Like,
washed up 40-year-old animator who doesn't make anything anymore.
yeah. I think you can always pick out the internet personality who like is a piece of shit secretly by how seriously they take themselves,
Yeah.
which is funny because if you
Like
listen,
Mother's Basement. Like I used to watch him like for a little while because he did really good like
oh yeah,
he did like anime
oh yeah,
and now
yeah, he makes great content. Or he did last time I watched him.
he's a fucking asshole too.
Yeah, but then you have people on the left like Super Eye Patch Wolf, who is like a left wing guy, but he still makes good content. And but like, the problem always comes whenever I'm like, oh okay, like your politics and stuff become an opinion, like a problem when I'm watching your content. It only becomes an issue whenever you
By the
start
way, before you
lecturing.
start into the match, I want to check my points
All right.
in the main menu.
But
No, I don't want to leave making. I just want
yes.
to check the menu. Oh, sweet, I do have enough. I got 6 points.
But like the politics only really becomes a problem whenever it goes from like I hold these beliefs and while like it's like they'll talk about the media and stuff and it'll come up
Also,
occasionally.
like, why do you have to inject that into your fucking content if you don't do
Okay.
content?
Sometimes it comes up, and because some people take offense to other things, right? And if, especially if they're reviewing media, that's fine, right? It's like okay, you can talk about it. This might offend you, but what bothers me is whenever their view of the world is that if you don't agree with me, you're an
I don't
evil
leave my
person.
squad in a minute, because I have to actually leave the squad to get to the exchange. It's stupid.
Yeah, but the problem becomes that like okay, you're lecturing me and because you think my worldviews are evil, but through doing this, it becomes clear that you don't really understand what I believe, and I take an issue with that. And I know this. I know the rebuttal to this is like, oh well, they're just talking about Nazis. It's like, yeah, but I know what a lot of these people define Nazi
I'm
as.
sorry, so
Like
I'm
anyone,
also grabbing this one skin.
okay, but like I know what these people define Nazi as. You know.
Anything right of Mao, basically.
Yes, and it's like that's not what a Nazi is, because like, so it always makes me uncomfortable because it's like, well now Nazi is a term we have to define, and we have to, and it's like when I think of Nazi, it's like oh racial purity and all that shit, but it's really more of like a issue where I'm like okay I don't believe that stuff, but you're saying like this thing right here, which I agree with, is equal to Nazis when it has nothing to do with it. And it's like, okay, okay, dude. Like,
No, I wasn't done.
no, sorry, I'll back out. Yes, all right, but
I'll tell you when. I'm not. It's not much longer. I was just applying some of the new skins and stuff I got.
yeah, I'm gonna fuck around my armor some more because I'm still not happy with it. Um, so maybe a green color. Normally, I just actually let's just go the old school black and orange. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, that actually looks really good. All right, I'm happy.
I'll let you know in a second.
Actually, I want to change out the solder pieces. But yeah, my main problem comes in whenever they're lecturing someone who disagrees with them and calling them evil, and it's like this is a child's view of politics. What the fuck are you doing? You know. That's mainly when I have the issues. But like, Super Eye Patch Wolf, he injects his politics into his content sometimes, but it's like because it comes up in the media and he takes issue with it, and it's like, oh, dude, this is just your opinion. That's, you know what? I don't have a problem with it. You're not calling me an evil bigot, racist, or whatever, because of political belief, and I'm just like, yeah, yep, that's acceptable.
Problem with most people who get political and inject it is like their level of expertise seems to be like baby's first political essay.
Yes, they don't know much about politics to begin with,
Yeah.
and then you run into the whole thing where it's I think one of the funnier thing like you like listen, I don't care if you have politics in your video as long as it's like is relevant and it's not just Quentin reviews going So anyways, I just fucking hate Trump, and it's like, where is this coming from? Why are you like? That's how it comes across to me. A lot of the times, like that's a big memed moment of him just bringing up politics in the middle of like a fucking review for a kids movie or some shit, or Star Wars or something, and
Wait,
it's
oh yeah, it was Star Wars, right?
what?
I was like, oh yeah, it was Star Wars.
Yeah. So anyways, I fucking hate Trump, and it's like, what are you talking about? This sounds like silly
Just
nonsense.
the mental dissonance to get to that point, just randomly.
Yeah, yeah, um, but yeah, when I say the guys from a lot of the people from Rooster Teeth turned out to be big pieces of shit, it really does have nothing to do with their politics and just behind the scenes stuff.
Oh yeah, like they're just shitty people, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like fucking what they did to Monty.
Rip Monty.
Yeah, they like if you're wondering what they did to Monty, they basically just tried to take creative control of his series from him. And then when
Yikes.
they did, again, the last season he worked on was season 3, and everything after that has been shit. And Ruby wasn't that great to begin with, but they made it worse. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Almost.
All right. But like, yeah, there's some seriously scathing behind the scenes shit. I can't remember any of it, but if you dig for it, you'll find it. You'll fucking find it. It's out there. There's like a whole document. This is like years old drama now, but
Yeah, I'm ready now.
all right. But yeah, it's pretty fucking bad, and like, ooh, there's just some skeezy shit going on. The employees were treated poorly, and it's like, this is gross. Like,
Yeah, I'm not surprising.
yeah, and like it's to the point where I can't even watch it because all I can think of is that Icebox. I know this level. This is added from Halo World, that weird Russian fucking MMO thing version of Halo they had on PC.
Mm.
Yeah,
Isn't it also a remake of a Halo 2 map?
maybe I don't know. But yeah, like
How many viewers do we got, by the way?
0.
Ooh.
That's okay. People usually watch my VODs afterwards.
Yeah.
So, like, I have enough traction.
Actually, yeah, I've never seen this map. Holy fuck, what is this?
I have seen this. This is from Halo World.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was like built on Halo. It's like
Oh.
it's built off of Halo 3's engine, I think, to some degree. But it's like a totally different thing, and it's just bizarre and weird. Oh,
See,
hey.
here we go again. Like I said with the other skin I was using. They look good in the fucking viewer, and then it just doesn't look as good in game.
Yeah,
You know what it is, by the way?
Unreal Engine 3. You said that earlier.
No, it's 4. It's physically based rendering. That's why. Because the colors actually pop properly because like it's rendering like a metal.
Yeah.
But because this is such an old engine, it can't do that. So it uses like specular mapping and shit, which is what old 360 era games did, and it just doesn't look as right.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't think they can change. They can really fix that.
That's why Skyrim, no matter how much you mod it up, doesn't look as good as Fallout 4's shaders. Like their default, like just fucking metal shaders look better
Yeah.
because it's using physically based rendering.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, no, there's a lot of like it's hilarious to the people who make Postal of all things seem to be the most like seem to have the most integrity in the game industry right now.
I mean, they're essentially an indie studio, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, but even indie studios are fucking shitty.
Oh, I know.
One of my
That's because most of them are either in the West Coast or in some shitty European country.
yeah, like oh my god, Night in the Woods is one of my favorite games of all time, right?
So it pisses me off.
Yeah, but let me explain. I played Night in the Woods whenever
And I don't even have an emotional stake in it, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. When I played Night in the Woods, it was from a guy's recommendation It was 2019. One of my best friends had just died in a car accident. A good friend of mine had died. I've known him since we were kids, and shit just happens. I was just horribly depressed. And I remember I bought Night in the Woods on Xbox, I think. Or no, I bought it on Switch. That's what it was. I bought it on Switch, and I played through that game. And, what's his name? Is it like Alwing or something like that? I gotta look him up, but link in the description to him once I upload the VOD. But I, I don't know. I remember I recommended that game, and then after he recommended that game through a review, I watched the review, and it was like, this is great. And I played through it when I was mourning, and you know what? I know this is something cliche to say about media, but it's one of those games that just really reaffirmed some hope in life and entertained me, and just helped me get through. Like, some stuff, just, it's the little things. But I really felt that game, and it helped me get through a bad time. And so what happened is Zoe Quinn accused the lead developer of sexual assault. It's never been made entirely clear to me through everything I've seen, and I haven't dug in and researched this thoroughly, so I might be getting some things wrong. But Zoe Quinn, basically accused the guy of sexually
single-handedly destroyed games journalism too.
Yeah, the reason behind Gamergate, the girl who slept around to get her game better reviews, and is just generally a bad person. I have Depression Quest on Steam, motherfucker, and I am gonna review this piece of shit honestly one day. Now that I'm doing this, I know it's like a decade-old drama at this point, but she accused him of rape, and
actually not. Gamergate's more recent than that.
Oh yeah, I thought it's like
14, 15.
Yeah, it's like half a decade-old drama then, but
yeah.
But fuck Zoe.
You know how you can fucking tell, by the way, this is a Russian map?
Yeah.
Fucking Cyrillic everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. It's almost like, hey, this could be in Russia in the Halo universe, so that's cool.
Yes. But fucking Zoe Quinn accused this guy of sexual assault. No evidence, by the way, and he just got mobbed. There's never been any evidence really come out, as far as I've seen.
That's also what happened to Dave Chappelle's friend. Cause he would make comedy about because he makes fun of everyone, right? So people got butthurt about him making a trans joke, and then one of his friends, who is trans, tried to defend him, and then everybody dogpiled them, and they killed themselves a week later.
Yeah, listen, I can handle being dogpiled on Twitter. I'm just it ain't gonna.
Some people just don't have the mental fortitude.
Well,
and that's
some people. It's not even a mental fortitude thing. It's like some people are just more sensitive to that stuff than.
Yeah, I know, and that's the point. That kind of goes into the point you were making about your game developer dude.
Yeah, and it's like, this dude made a beautiful piece of art, right? One of the best, one of my favorite games of all time, right? It's in the top 2. Like, it bounces back and forth between that and this and Night in the Woods are my 2 favorite games of all time, and they're kind of tied, and it's hard to compare them because they're there for such different reasons.
Fuck, the whole team's for me.
But that being said, the dude killed himself, and it's like, oh my god.
Well, it's hard to come back from a rape accusation. That's the worst thing about it. If you're gonna say someone raped you, you better fucking hope that they actually did, because you're destroying that person's life.
You better hope they actually raped you. Okay, Sargon, calm the fuck down.
Okay, I said that in a weird way, but what I mean is, if you're gonna accuse someone of something that serious,
falsely accusing someone
has to have happened.
Listen, falsely accusing someone of a crime should be equally punished.
Yes. Agreed.
You should be, if you falsely accuse someone of a crime knowingly, the punishment should be equally as severe as if you committed the crime, because you've effectively ruined someone's life over something that didn't happen. That just seems sensible to me, and oh man, I'm really upset about that. Fucking dropping some real hot takes here, just being sensible. But Swear to God, if I become a big streamer, all it's like, oh, he said that, not doing that. He said that if you accuse someone of a crime falsely, you should be punished for it. And it's like, yes.
Wow, amazing. Man, fucking 15 years ago, a take like that would have been like, yes, this is common sense.
Yep.
How has our world flipped upside down so hard that that's somehow a hot take?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't really want to get into politics and shit because I really just wanted to do the streaming thing to have fun. Instead of
we got into this because we were talking about 343.
Yeah, and God, 343. Ooh. I mean, or no, we were talking about Red versus Blue, Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, but we were talking about that because Halo 5 essentially ripped off the Meta Saga.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I mean, not really. That's not what was going on in that story, I don't think, but
The whole merging of AIs thing.
Maybe, but they didn't. I don't know. Again, their storytelling is so fucking like unintelligible that I don't know what's going on half the time, and then I had to go watch a video later. Not so much with Halo 5, but with Halo 4, yeah. Oh god, that's coming. Get ready for this fucking Halo 4 review. I started working on the script today.
We were gonna play it today, by the way, but Zane's shit internet prevented us from actually being able to play it.
The shit coding on the fucking Xbox One prevented us from playing it.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm playing on Series X, so I've been having good fucking like download speeds and just general speeds for a while now.
Yeah, well,
so
I've been playing on PC, and so I'm not used to that shit either.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask
next-gen systems. That's the one thing about next-gen consoles that is really good, is you don't have to deal with that shit anymore.
Well, yeah, why was that such a problem for consoles forever? What's the deal with that?
Hard drives, and they probably cheaped out on Ethernet ports.
It's got to be like a processing thing or something, right? Like
yeah, they had the worst CPUs at launch of any console generation in decades.
Well, also
like, in terms of like compared to the PC market.
I remember when we got like 15 megabit internet, and it was
because
I remember 15 megabit internet being like a big deal at the time. For the Xbox 360, I was like, oh, why don't my games download faster, Dad? And it's like, console's shitty, bro. Sorry.
Like, what was I saying? Yeah, because when the 360 and PS3 came out, their processor units were actually considered ahead of the PC market when those systems came out, because they were like custom hardware.
Yeah.
And like they were putting out performance that actually beat gaming computers at the time.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Gaming consoles, as the years have gone on, like these past two generations, seem kind of pointless now. Like I never got the argument whenever the 360 and stuff was around, mainly because of stuff like that. But like, what the fuck, you know?
And also both systems actually had exclusives. Now not even Sony games are exclusive anymore.
Yeah, well,
like
exclusives aren't a fucking reason to buy it. Aren't a reason for the console to exist. That's just fucking anti-consumer bullshit in the market. I don't like it.
I mean, I understand it. If you want to sell your system, a way to do that is to fucking have a game that you make only for your system.
Yes, but that honestly, I'm starting to get that fucking like okay, I'm not one of those guys. Like I can understand why someone would buy a console, building a PC and shit. It's a hassle. It's a bit more of a money investment. That being said, right?
And with the chip prices right now, fuck.
Yeah, and with the chip prices right now, fuck my life. But you can't even say that because scalpers will take modern consoles.
Yeah, what an awful time for my computer to break.
Yes. But I'm so glad but that being said, it's like PCs are just better. I'm sorry. Like,
I agree.
Like they're just better.
I just don't have a choice right now. I happen to have pre-ordered a Series X before my computer broke. Here's the story. Like I had a PC that was...
Oh, that double kill. God,
But
sorry, just
I'm
nostalgia.
explaining for anyone watching the VOD, just to get this quickly out of the way. I basically had a like mid-range gaming computer that was okay. It was like on par with. It was like somewhere between a PS4 and a PS4 Pro, like spec-wise, in terms of like what it could kind of do,
Yeah.
which was all right. But I got a Series X because I didn't have the money to just drop to make like a comparable computer at the time to what next gen was going to be able to do. So I just said, fuck it, I'll get that and then I'll upgrade my computer down the road. My computer fucking decides to break a whole month and a half before the Series X comes out, and I already had like $300 down on that shit. And of course, COVID was happening and the chip shortage, so not fun.
Yeah. So all of that shit happened. But yeah, like, dude, even cars are expensive now because of chip shortages, which is
Yeah,
slowly
because they all
getting.
got onboard computers now.
Yeah, and Japan's just started processing chips, so we don't be relying on China. Honestly, this might be a good thing. But again,
I mean, really, yeah, we shouldn't be relying on China, period, for anything.
yeah,
But yeah,
but
without going too deep into politics again. But yeah.
yeah, but China bad. Is that a hot take now? China bad.
It was about a year and a half ago, but I think even the fucking leftists are starting to get that opinion.
Like, yes, it's
At least
not
some of them, at least.
Yeah. For some reason, there are people in this country who would think that like gross violations of human rights are okay.
Because my teaspoons are 15 cents. Because apparently that's fine if it's made by slave labor and you can't see it.
Yep, yep. That's how some people are. Like, fuck me. Like Chinese. Like, just. All right, away from politics.
Yeah.
Away from politics. I'm not trying to start drinking again. Damn it. Ah.
Man, I'm bringing the doomer energy into your streams.
Yeah, you fucking are. They're normally just me being drunk and bitching about a game. But no, no. They're like, here's a hot take. I don't like TF2. Fuck that game.
Yeah, I wasn't really into it when I tried it.
Listen. It's a dying game that's barely supported by the company it keeps, and the people and so you can't get into it now because anyone who
fucking Valve learned how to count to 3. Maybe they could just make a new one that's actually good.
Yeah, but you can't get in on the no, because then you disrupt the fucking whole trading market, and like people would be very pissed about a TF3 at this point, but. Yeah, like, oh my god, Valve.
CSGO is their big fucking game with that shit.
It is, but also TF2 has it. It's to a lesser extent. Like, there ain't 10 grand, there's some 10 grand stuff in TF2, but like in CSGO, there's like 100 stuff that's like fucking $50,000, and it's like,
holy
why?
Shit.
Why?
Someone hitting me with that noob tube.
I don't like it. It's stupid. Fucking also, I'm mainly just trying to be mad at it because fucking Ray convinced me to buy some crate keys for CS:GO, and it's super addicting, and no one talks about it.
Close. Jesus, that was so close. You guys obviously can't see my screen, but like, dude was hitting me with a grenade launcher, and I still fucking got him with a melee.
Yeah, but also I just really don't like it whenever games have some sort of addicting thing to it. Like opening those fucking crates in CS:GO is like crack, man. Like
it's the whole concept of loot boxes.
listen, I have enough self control to where I'm not buying them. I won't buy keys ever again because
that is why people are trying to classify loot boxes as gambling, because that's essentially what they are.
Yeah, well, I never got that feeling with Overwatch because I just never bought any. I was like, whatever. But man, CS:GO, you buy the keys. There's that whole presentation with it, and you're just like, ooh, like I feel like I'm in a fucking casino, and I don't like it.
That's the problem with with that whole concept, and why it really needs to be banned.
Well, it was a good. Well, it wasn't. I don't think Valve intended it for it to be predatory like it is, but it fucking got there quick.
Well, it's the whole random chance aspect. Like, why not just have like a microtransaction currency you can just buy the individual pieces with?
Yes.
Like, if you want a skin, just buy the skin.
Well, now it's too late to implement that because, you can.
Well,
it's just
it's not, because that's how most games now are doing it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about CS:GO specifically.
Oh, yeah. But they could always revert it, but it would piss off a lot of people. Like, fuck them.
Yeah, dude, you don't understand. People have retirement funds invested into this shit. It's insanity.
Good for you.
It's fucking insanity. I know. It's madness. It's fucking madness, and I don't like that it exists. And I know there's like some CS:GO trader motherfucker who makes his living doing it. Just like, what the fuck? You don't like it? It's like, no, this is bad. This is a game, and games are toys, alright? Fight me, yeah, they can be really artful and interesting, but so can board games. Fucking, like...
Also, it's literal gambling, so if anything, the only way to fix this is to change the age rating of any game that has a loot box to 21.
Yes. I actually agree with that, and I'm a fucking crazy libertarian man who's like, I don't want no fucking government controlling how I live. But, like, no, there are some things. Like, it's not a matter of protecting people from themselves, it's a matter of protecting children
Like,
from
I'm not a
themselves.
fan of Fortnite, for example, but at least you know what you're getting when you buy those battle passes.
Yeah.
Like, they lay it out for you.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? Fortnite, alright business thing going on there. Like, your game's
Like,
shit.
the battle pass concept, Epic finally figured out something. It wasn't Epic who made it, but, like, they're the ones who popularized it.
Yeah.
But, like, the battle pass concept, that's the solution.
Epic Game Store trying to bring like console exclusivity, like game exclusivity to certain services.
I don't like that, but
no,
whatever.
that's really
I'm not
shitty.
talking about that.
And that the guy who runs Epic is an asshole.
But I'm talking about the battle pass concept specifically.
Yeah, but
That's fine.
Battle Pass is fine unless they're like Halo Infinite.
Or Red Dead, where they cost $25.
Yes. Well, at least with Infinite, you get to keep the Battle Pass forever, so you can theoretically
Yeah.
do it. But the progression needs to be fixed. Like I don't have a problem with the Battle Pass. It's just the progression of the Battle Pass. Like,
Not only that, with the concept of battle passes, the time limit needs to not be a thing, because I feel like that. That's the addiction aspect again, because it's like, oh shit, you have a time limit, you have to complete this within the time limit.
Yeah, games are already addicting enough.
If you pay for something, you shouldn't have a time limit.
I threw away a couple summers as a kid playing Halo 3, man. Like, straight up. Like, that's all I did all fucking day. And, like, that's not good. Like, games are... Like, I like video games, but they're also, like, we need to work something out where these aren't predatory. Like...
What I think is, if Infinite is also doing the... If Infinite is also doing the no time limit battle pass, that is the final solution for, oh god, that... I shouldn't have said it like that. But, that is, like... basically the final evolution, in my opinion, of like game monetization, like online game monetization.
I don't want to talk about Infinite's monetization. It's super fucking predatory and bad. But like the time battle pass.
No. The progression like XP payout is shit.
$20 for the color white ray. $20 for the color white.
Oh yeah, the storefront, that's shit. I'm talking about the battle pass.
Yeah, the storefront shit needs to change. It should just be a catalog.
Yeah, that part of Infinite shit, I agree. I'm talking about battle passes though. Like, if we're talking about like some kind of like way to monetize a game, especially if it's free to play like Fortnite.
I think Apex does it the best.
Having a battle pass is a much better system than loot boxes.
I really think Apex Legends has the best battle pass right now. It's easy to progress through. Like, listen...
You don't want to get back to that.
No. The gameplay was ruined. They added too much and they just couldn't keep it balanced. This is the same problem Overwatch had.
Yeah, that's the problem of adding a new hero every 3 months.
Yeah. It's like, when you have to cook up a concept for a new character in 3 months. Like, they should have just had a stable of them at launch.
Yeah, they should have just had about maybe 12 to 15, and that should have been your roster.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Map changes should have been where they changed it.
Yeah, maps, guns, stuff like that. Have a rotating thing of that. That's fine. But when you start
the one
adding...
thing I gotta give credit for Fortnite is none of the character models change anything. You're still playing at the same skill level in Fortnite. Fortnite is cringe. You're still playing with you're just basically playing at the same level no matter which character you play.
Yeah, well, the heroes, the characters, the goal should be for them to be balanced, but they're not.
Sorry. That was me. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I still got the double kill. Are you using fucking CQC, bro? Cringe.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fucking cringe. Fucking default unlock. Double-headed cringe, bro.
Actually, I like CQC. Sorry.
Fucking, that's because you're a scrub.
I just like the way it looks. Sorry.
Cringe. Um, Also, I'm glad they got away from adding fall damage to Halo and Infinite. That's a good fucking decision. That was a
Five
bad.
had it?
Reach had it.
Yeah, that was the only one though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 4 has it.
And ODST.
Well, ODST makes sense.
Yes. So does Reach, really, when you think about it, because they're not Spartan 2s.
Yeah, but also just don't like gameplay perspective. Like, it just inhibits fucking exploration.
Shoot the guy on the minigun.
Where?
I don't know if he's still there. No, he killed someone. He's still there.
Damn it. Yeah, he killed me.
Yeah, there he is. He ran off of it.
But yeah.
God, I wish grenades would actually explode midair. I hate that they have to wait till they hit the ground.
Yeah.
Like, it should just be a timer. Like most other games.
Yes.
I don't know if it does that in Infinite, actually.
Actually, the grenades will explode in midair, I think.
Do they?
I thought they did.
Yeah, because I chucked that high. That should have fucking exploded.
It's just that you can't cook them off.
Well, I get that, but, like, it was in the air long enough that that should have exploded, like, mid, like, arc.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they have to hit the ground. I don't know, dude. I'm not a fucking Halo 3 expert, despite how much I play it. I'm just, like, a hardcore casual, bro. Like...
No, I know, but I'm saying I could have, if not killed that person, at least seriously damaged them.
Like, I don't even fuck around with comp. I don't like shit getting too sweaty. Like, I explained that I don't like super difficult games, alright? Like, I know that's, like, a cringe take or whatever, but I don't fucking care. Like,
I'm having a bad match.
Yeah, but, like, I really don't like it when games get super difficult to the point where it's just frustrating. Like, I don't not get people who love Dark Souls at all.
See, there's the difference between, like, a good Souls-like and a bad Souls-like.
I guess, but I don't like any of them.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like the way the movement is balanced. If you can kind of get how the movement mechanics work and like learning to time like the enemy's attacks, it's really rewarding when you. It's like almost like combat as a puzzle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you gotta learn the enemies.
Yep. I'm gonna go change into a pair of pants because I'm just getting cold, and if I turn on the heat, it's gonna fuck me over. So I will be right back. Yes.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm looking through some of the season progression.
Oh, hey, Rob's on.
I don't know if he'll join though, because it's kind of late in the UK.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna invite him. But, what were we talking about?
Also, he doesn't have MCC because he doesn't have Game Pass. Just letting you know.
It says he's playing. Is Rob RW 95%?
No, wait. Actually, I think he did get MCC. Actually, he might have.
Yeah.
Like,
Is
like
that him?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He
Well,
liked Infinite.
it says that he's playing Halo Reach's campaign on Heroic right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh.
But yeah. No, let's not bother inviting him.
Oh, he is free.
Oh.
Well, he was a few hours ago. I don't know if he'll wanna.
Just message
Here, give me a
him.
second.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Alright, he just dipped out of the fucking Xbox party, man. Cookie clicker update. Oh, wait. Display capture. There we go. Yeah. Almost to 1 billion. I'm trying to get to, like, a large number. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're swapping over to Discord. Fuck, where's Discord? Ah, there it is. Accept. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, me. Can you? Zane is streaming.
You should have just told him that beforehand.
Yeah, I just remembered right as he joined. But yeah, Zane's streaming because he's working on a Halo 4 review. Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. He's working on a Halo 4 review, and we've been discussing like stuff about the series in general. But yeah.
I'm just playing some fucking Go Halo.
Three multiplayer. You wanna check it out?
No, I'm good.
Well,
Okay, that's fine.
hey,
But you and Zane could always do a co-op on PC at some point, though.
Yeah. Hey, Ray, I'm gonna swap it over to Halo 4 multiplayer so we can talk about.
Motherfucker! You said we weren't gonna play it.
Do you not have it installed?
No, I have to install it now.
Oh, never
motherfucker.
mind. Never mind then.
No,
never
no,
mind.
no,
No. We're on a stream. We're on a stream.
Zane. Yeah, okay, but calm down. I have fast internet. It'll take like fucking 3 minutes.
That's still a lot of dead air to kill. So, Rob, how you been?
I'm doing good. Just kind of, well, actually, I've tried out Kingdom Come not too long ago, getting work done on my projects. I really haven't done too much besides that. Not anything interesting, anyway.
Yeah. So, I see you're playing the MCC. Ray said you didn't have it.
No, I forgot he did get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him playing it the other day. I just forgot for a second. I had a brain fart.
Isn't this like your first time playing Halo's campaign stuff, or am I misremembering that?
It is now, at least properly.
Yeah, because Infinite's campaign isn't out for another. Also, you can't play it because you're playing through the free multiplayer.
Yeah, I have to buy that separately.
So, what do you think so far? Like, what's your impression of it? Because I'm obviously a fucking gigantic fan of the series.
Well, it's kind of hard to not call it generic since it's essentially the basis for most modern shooters.
Yes.
Like the whole Halo formula.
Yeah.
But that's all that really comes to mind. I like the fact that weapons aren't these massive, overly customizable things. I mean, I have more to say about the multiplayer than the campaign. The campaign is generic. You know, like, you pick up weapons from dead bodies. Yeah, they're a bit unique, but then again, you can't customize enemy weaponry in campaigns anyway.
See, that's an interesting take because I've always sort of.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it. You got to remember, like, with all these games coming to PC, you're having the younger generation that never played Halo, like, coming into it.
Yeah, well, the way I look at it is like Halo compared to like the modern military shooter is like an entire different world.
If we're talking about like actual like story writing and all that, Halo has been much more involved. You know, they've told me the characters' names rather than just making me read them.
Well, also you gotta remember that Halo Reach is kind of like a soft adaptation of a novel.
No, it's not even a soft adaptation of the novel. It follows a completely different story during the same event. The Fall of Reach.
You're talking about like the Fall of Reach novel.
Yeah, the Fall of Reach is mostly about like the Spartan 2 training program and stuff. It was the first Halo novel. So
Well, yeah, didn't it release alongside the actual first Halo game?
I don't know. I'm not that much of a fucking lorehead where I'm just like,
I
yes,
don't remember.
this game came out on this day and da da da. But, um, but the the fall of Reach mostly covers the Spartan 2 programs getting set up, and then it also follows like Chief and then his mission on Reach and what he was doing, and like a bunch of other stuff. Like the insurrection stuff's all covered in the beginning of Reach. Um, like the Covenant exist like halfway through the story. They come into like existence.
Well, yeah.
It's
Or
it's
they
very
kind
it's very strange. It's a very strange perspective because I feel like the writer had this story in mind and then they sent it to them and it was like they're like, listen, man, I like what you're doing, but none of this makes any sense within the lore of our game. So could you not? But yeah. Um, but no, what I meant was like from a gameplay perspective, Halo's a bit different because it follows more of a instead of like being like like super tactical heavy modern military time to kill stuff, it follows more of a like a sandbox.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what shooter I'm basing it off of, because stuff like maybe Ghost Recon does play a lot differently, like Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
That plays a
That's
lot
not
differently
a
to this.
first-person shooter, but alright.
It's still a shooter.
Doesn't it have a first person mode in it too?
Yes. Well, no, it's third person, but when you aim the gun, it goes first person, but you can turn that off if you don't like that.
Yeah.
So it's just full third person.
But yeah, so what are you comparing it to where it feels generic out of curiosity?
Just kind of the general, I guess, the gunplay. I
Mm.
don't know. Shooters are kind of hard to stand out unless they have a
Well,
movement
You gotta
feeling.
remember that Reach is a 360 game at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not arguing. I'm just curious as to his perspective because it's rare for me to find someone who's never played Halo before. Like everyone generally has like, oh yeah, Halo, it's alright.
Yeah, even fucking Justin, Dragon.
Yeah.
He has yeah, because remember I met Rob through him. Yeah, even he has, even though he's more of a PlayStation dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see where you're coming from. I don't know. And then again, I'm like, mindset right now is just like, I need to thoroughly analyze Halo to find out
Halo
why Halo
2,
4.
Halo 2 is actually the first person shooter I ever played.
Yeah, Halo 3 was that for me.
So my brother got an Xbox for, I can't remember if it was for Christmas or his birthday one year. But yeah, he had Halo 2 with it, and that was the first time I'd ever seen a first-person shooter. It actually really confused me for a while because I'd been used to like adventure platformer style games as a kid.
Yeah. But nah, like most people, I'm also in the mindset of I need to analyze all of Halo's stuff and like how the games are constructed. So I'm looking at it like that, and it's like I don't really. Maybe it's just because I don't play a lot of I play a lot of FPS games, but I've never played one that plays like Halo. It's like Halo always felt unique in that realm, and also it's like generationally, I was growing up with like a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of Battlefield, stuff like that.
Yeah, Call of Duty 2 I think was the second one I played because I was at a friend's house and I think it was like 10 or something. And it was the PS2 version.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember it being really hard because I was like 10 and I had never played shooters before.
Yeah, but no. Anyways, Rob, hit me with what you got to say about the multiplayer because now I'm curious.
Oh, you're not in a thing anymore? Okay. You're gonna have to
Fine.
invite me again, Zane.
At least I've only played the Infinite multiplayer because, but apparently that's quite good as a classic Halo example of multiplayer.
Well, we can play some of them now that you have the Master Chief Collection. Do you only have Reach, by the way?
I think I have all of them. I've only just got Reach installed because I was more interested in the campaigns.
Okay. I was wondering if you bought the full Master Chief Collection or just a single game, because you can do that on Steam.
But the actual multiplayer, I'd say it's fun because of the lack of customization. Like, it plays more like an arcade game. And those are the kind of shooters that I like, where it comes down to more like using the tools that you have.
I heavily recommend Halo 3 then. If you like Infinite's multiplayer, that's probably the closest it plays like.
Yeah.
I just don't, like I like
There are a
having,
few more gadgets in Infinite, but besides that, it's very similar to 3.
Right. You gotta go online. I can't invite you to the game because you're offline.
What? Oh, fuck's sakes. Give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in there with you. I've always thought it was dumb that in Call of Duty you get more guns the more you play. It's like you've invested more time, so you get more options.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense to me.
What Zane kind of means by sandbox is everyone starts with the same weapon, but they have weapons spread across the map.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that and like
Instead of it
just
being a loadout.
that and there's just options like there's just more options that you can do. Like you know how in like a fucking I don't know, like how every Ubisoft game is like you can stealth or or you can rush in and it's like oh those are two shallow options. But you can legitimately do that in Halo. Like the stealth isn't really a thing, but it's like you can like pick different options and you can play through those games completely differently each time. You still have to follow the linear path, but how you approach each encounter is completely open to you, for the most part, just
I
through the
mean,
level design.
You say it's shallow, but that is how a lot of Ubisoft games actually are. I'm
Uh,
not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending for the bad things that Ubisoft does. Don't get me wrong. I just think people always over what's the word like overly shit on all their games. There are really shit games they made. Don't get me wrong.
it also has something to do with
Um,
them being very samey.
yeah, okay, I'll agree with that. I'm more also talking about their older games,
Also,
like their older era.
I invited you. What the hell?
I can get a.
Try to
Oh, my
join.
notifications aren't popping up. That's weird, man.
Mhm. But yeah, like, but with Halo, it's like there's a legit sandbox, and they never like
No,
go
I
other way.
can't.
What the fuck?
All right, I'm gonna invite you to my squad then.
All right, there we go.
Did you get one?
Yes. All right, Halo 4 BR, whatever, because
Mhm.
gotta go into this multiplayer. But yeah. So I mean, Halo Reach kind of strays away from it, and honestly removes more options from the sandbox than like Halo 3 had. So it's the first one that doesn't add on to the sandbox and like your list of tools. And I think it started a bad trend because Halo 4 adds stuff to it, but it's all ineffectual garbage. Like it's like, oh, okay. Just I wonder if we can find anyone. If like, I'm really sad it doesn't show us the player numbers for each game, because I feel like we're gonna be sitting here a while because Halo 4's multiplayer died quick. Like it was dead within a year. But yeah, multiplayer you don't like it because it doesn't.
no, I like it because of its lack of
Oh
options.
yeah,
I
that's
like
what I meant.
the more arcadey style. The fact that it comes more down to how good you are with something rather than how good you are, but you're also using a weapon that's considered meta or overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
It's like why I don't play battle royales. It all comes down to not just being good at the shooting and a one-on-one engagement, but how good is the stuff you have.
I don't know. It wasn't as fast as 3, but that still filled up pretty fast.
Yeah, but uh, yeah, it kind of comes down to like a couple things. It's like
Oh,
yeah,
that's why it's all console players.
yeah, you have to like pick like it's a matter of brain help. It's a matter of like map knowledge, how good you are, how accurate you are at shooting comes into it. Yeah, but map knowledge, control of the power weapons and stuff, it all plays in.
Plus, it's just fresh compared to most of the stuff that
We might wind up just playing one game of this. I'll be honest. This is as bad as I remember.
Double them, man. Double them.
I don't know. I'm doing pretty good so far.
Oh god, settings, audio. All right, voice chat channel. Oh no, off.
I think the difference between you and me is I'm more adaptable to change with stuff like this.
I mean, maybe, but I also just like it's also just considered to be a bad multiplayer mode.
No, I get that, but changes in like movement styles don't usually bug me that much as long as it's not completely egregious.
Well, to put it this way, it'd be like if they took the parkour out of Titanfall 3.
That is exactly why I don't like Apex.
Yeah, I like Apex for other reasons. I like Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is brilliant. Apex is just kind of
Apex
okay.
should have just been a Titanfall battle royale without the Titans,
Yeah.
and it's not, and I don't like it.
I think it's just really good.
It also focused way too hard on being a hero shooter. I think it should have been more of a standard battle royale with just the pilots,
Yeah.
See, the thing is, though,
or
I
even,
believe it would have done-
or even just.
Hold on, Ray. Let Rob talk. I'm curious what he fucking has to say.
it wouldn't have been nearly as successful.
This is true.
Yeah, true.
It released on its own IP. The characters had something to latch onto, and hero shooters were marketable at the time. So it was pretty much a win-win. And I think as much as the parkour system would have been nice, it wouldn't have fit the map at all. The maps are too open. There's unlike Titanfall's maps where there's specific parts for Titans, but there's specific parts for free running and parkour. But
Sorry, I had to turn off
and the
in your voice chat. That was annoying me. It was coming through my TV.
Yeah, I turned it off immediately as soon as someone started talking. I'm just like, please shut up.
Yeah.
Which is weird because normally I'm just like, I wish more people would talk in voice chat, but now I'm just like, no.
Well, yeah, but we're in a Discord call, so
Yeah,
that's why it's on.
that's why no one talks fucking voice chat anymore.
Part of that kind of sucks though, because that's how that's how I met a lot of my online friends. That's how I met you.
Yeah. But no. Well, like Titanfall removed like I feel like they could have gotten away with adding the parkour system into some of the, like just change the map, right? Like that's
Yeah, added more urban structures to be able
like,
to do that. Also.
like just change the map up so that
Or
you
even
get the.
just flat
But-
walls.
But the heroes, but like they removed that, and then they like added another layer of depth to it with the hero shooting stuff, because you have meta, you have ability usage and stuff. Like it's a fine game, right? It's a really fun game, or it was. I don't know if it still is. But my problem with battle royales is I feel like I just spend most of my time walking around doing jack shit.
Yeah, I think I kind of stopped playing them. It was like, oh wow, I've won.
The other problem with battle royales is it's a one life. They need to. The problem with those games is that's the only mode. They don't have other modes. It's just the whole game is battle royale.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the problem with it. It feels like a complete niche gimmick, and if you're not into it, it's not fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
All the times I've enjoyed battle royales or actually wanted to log into them is when they had these special modes that utilized the giant map they've got, but didn't just play it like it was Battlefield.
Yeah, if Apex had an actual deathmatch mode, I think it would be like one of the best games ever.
Yeah, I can
Hands
see
down.
that.
I think I haven't played it because I don't own the game.
Because the hero shooter concept would, and like with the actual characters they got, would probably actually work really good in a tighter map with an actual deathmatch mode where you can respawn.
I think what was good was what was it? Battlefield 2042's approach to a battle royale. I think it's not bad. Having instead of having one overarching goal, every team's given an individual goal of collecting a certain amount from either AI and then coming into conflict with players, but it also means they can kind of do spacing like they do in survival games, where you make stuff that's more wanted in more specific areas to make conflict happen more often, rather than people just sitting out in the middle of nowhere for the whole game.
My favorite
I think
battle
that-
royale. Oh, I'm sorry. My favorite battle royale isn't even a battle royale. It's fucking Hunt Showdown, which is kind of a battle royale. But that game is wonderful, and I wish fucking Cammy would play it with me more. But then it's kind of just died off in our friend group. But
You know what? I agree with you on the loadout thing, but I feel like the guns are actually snippier in this game.
that's just the sound effects, though.
No, just the way they feel, like the actual handling.
I mean,
It's harder,
I mean,
but like the BRs in this game feel more precise, I guess, than they do in 3.
that's weird because they have Bloom.
I don't know. Well, I tend to burst fire in general when I use ARs. I don't actually hold down the trigger a lot of the time.
Well,
so
Oh.
I'm used to it.
A lot of it for me just comes down to like the multiplayer. The multiplayer is just super forgettable to me. There's no like iconic map.
I'm doing, not like amazing, but I'm doing decent.
I mean, it's not a skill thing. It's forgettable. Like I don't remember. I don't have any
Oh, I
memories.
get that. I get that. I think if this game had better map design and they didn't have the loadout shit, it could have been a lot better.
Well, yeah. Well, the loadout shit was a carryover from Reach, but I was more okay with Reach. The problem is, also, you're not experiencing it back in the day. I just remember it being really annoying and getting a meta really fast because you could spawn with weapons.
Yeah.
So like people would
I
spawn
feel like
in.
this mode is actually fun because it is actually just more classic Halo because you're starting with all the same weapons.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's the mode.
you want to do a 1v1 in Halo 3 because I am not feeling this at all.
Oh, that sucks. I was actually like vibing it.
Yeah, it just kind of turns me off, and I think it might just be because I hate Halo 4 so much. But like most of Halo 4's, why is Halo 4's community like this?
What?
Fucking.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, like Halo 4, I just see people like talking shit and
What?
like talking shit in the fucking text chat.
Like, what do you mean?
Like just being dicks.
Huh.
Like just like, oh, you're using the lag switch. And it's like, oh.
Alright, so
Okay.
that's the multiplayer. Halo 3.
Play here. I fucking left your thing. My bad.
What is a good map for 1v1?
Just put on Slayer without teams on, and a good map would probably be Guardians, Cold Storage.
It needs to be something small enough that we're not just running around for 10 minutes.
High ground. I'm thinking here. I'd have to look at a map list. Honestly, you can put on the big maps too if we want to do snipers.
No, I stopped with the snipers, so no.
Can you promote me to leader so I can look at the maps?
Sure, just make a BR the starting weapon.
Yeah,
at least.
obviously.
Like, ARs are fine, but, like, it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Make leader.
Okay. Gosh. Slayer.
It's just the standard Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Weapon settings. Weapons on map. Nope. It's in player settings.
I gotta stretch my hair. Hold up. Yeah, so nothing that's too big. As nice as Valhalla is, like, it's too big. If we had like 4 players or 5, it would work, but not for a 1v1.
I'm giving the auto mag to us because I like my auto mag. Guardian, Epitaph, High Ground, Envy Last Resort, Snowbound would be good. I don't know why everyone hates fucking Snowbound, but Snowbound's a good game, a good map.
I feel like it's too open.
Maybe it's like everyone just like hates Snow. What the fuck is Edge?
I'm not the biggest. It's a really tight indoor map, so that would actually work.
All right, oh, fuck it, I haven't played it. Let's go.
Actually, that might be one. No, that's one of the new maps they did, right?
Yes, that's why I don't.
Yeah,
know.
Infinite has a map based on it, I think.
Oh, this Reach. No way.
Alright, I may be mistaking it for the man from Halo 3.
What am I hearing in the background?
Rob talking to somebody.
Probably my roommate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know this room.
No, you're
Where?
my roommate. Am I kicking you out? I
No, that's-
Are you replacing me with that water bottle?
No.
I didn't trust it from the fucking start. I knew you'd leave people.
This is
Yeah, right.
this might be single-handedly the most English shit I've ever heard.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Fucking British people, am I right?
By the way, you know the whole like meme that's going around, where like people can't pronounce Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dude here is actually from Worcester. Like the
Oh,
actual
yeah.
place where that's made.
It's not like people have been able to not pronounce it properly for ages, but
What are you on about?
Oh, how people can't say Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce.
Well, in North America, like a lot of people don't know how to pronounce it. I only found out how to pronounce it from you because you told me how your town's pronounced.
You say Worcester and then it's Worcestershire sauce instead of
Yeah.
shot Worcestershire.
Okay, just say
Worcestershire.
Apparently, it's hard for other people to say.
Well, in North America, because like obviously the dialects changed for centuries, so.
What is with that, by the way? Just fucking.
No. Because before the internet, before like mass communication.
No, that's not what I was saying, Ray. I know where you're going with it. And, oh God, damn it, 343.
What?
I'm looking around this map. It's making me angry.
It's too Halo 4-esque.
Yes, it is. It's like, why? Why would the Forerunners put LED strips all over their shit? This is dumb. No fucking LED strips.
Another way you could tell this is a newer map is the fucking poly count makes anything in Halo 3 look like, eeh.
Yeah.
It looks okay. It looks like Halo 4 Forerunner shit, so it's not good. But at the same time, it's way more detailed than anything in Halo 3.
Yeah.
The original, at least.
Yeah.
So that's how you could tell this is the new map.
Also, I can't find you for shit.
Yeah, this map is too big.
Yeah, fuck this. End game. Yes. Fuck you, 343, you bitch.
Epitaph is is one of the smaller maps that we can use.
Oh, I know what yeah, there's a couple. Blackout is a good one. Isolation's also fun, but yeah, no, fuck those new maps. Citadel, maybe. I'm gonna go with.
I think Waterfall was the other new map, right? That they added.
Yeah, fuck that. Cold storage it is. Cold storage you go to.
Yeah.
But. Oh man. Yeah, no, I swear to God, I'll hear English people talk, and I'm just like, and we're the ones who can't speak English, apparently? Okay. Oi, bruv, you got fucking taking the mic, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. Slang.
Yes, I know.
Well-
I know. Oi, I'm taking the mic in the fucking down to Donny Brooks and fucking
That's-
like.
That's kind of the problem of a country being as old as England is you have so many micro dialects like across it. Like America has this too, but because of how much younger America is, you don't have that kind of variance yet. Like that level of variance that the UK has between fucking basically just county level dialect differences.
Yeah, literally an hour's drive to some place you've never heard of, and they'll speak differently. You might not even be able to understand them.
Yeah.
Like in the States, it's more of a region or state thing, which is a much bigger zone.
Actually, we have one thing like that in my state, the Okinawa Brogue, which is basically where a bunch of German and Scottish people fucking got together, and they have their own dialect that now like less than 100 people speak or some shit, and it's like incomprehensible gibberish.
Yeah, there's certain Canadian dialects that are like that too.
Listen. I can get like, okay, I don't understand hick stuff, like.
Yeah. There are certain Canadian dialects that are like that. Arlen's kind of like a softer version of that. If you talk to Arlen, he kind of has that East Nova Scotian kind of thing going on, but he's not as bad as like some of the really extreme cases of that I've heard.
Well, you best not forget the Algresh chips. Fucking
Dress chips. Ugh.
I'm
a Canadian and I don't even like those.
I want to try some Aldresh chips because I like fucking
They're
Canadian.
meh.
I like Canadian hicks a lot. Like I'm a big fan of just hicks in general. Like my brother went to Germany, rural Germany. He's like, they're just West Virginians. They're just West Virginians who speak German. I'm like, based. But yeah, like honestly, if your country didn't fucking suck so hard, I had to move somewhere, I'd move to like the rural Midwest of fucking Canada. If I had to flee the U.S.
I mean, from what I see, the government doesn't usually fuck with them too much, so it's probably not actually that bad to live out there.
Guns.
Yeah, I think you can. You kind of need like a hunting license, but I think that's it. You can have guns over there.
Yeah, that just means the government knows who has guns and when they decide to take them.
True.
Yeah. So, I'm good. I'm all for just small government. You know, I've never really liked Cold Storage having this shit either, like all the blue LED stuff, but at least, like, it's all infographic screens and shit. Like, it was the start of that new style. And
That was under Bungie.
yes,
So,
yes,
so really, can we blame 343 with it for everything that?
yes, because they kept it going.
Yeah, but Bungie started it, so you can't just say they didn't take it. They didn't play a part.
This isn't as offensive as.
Oh yeah,
like,
don't get me wrong. This isn't as bad as like the worst of what 343's done, but they still started the trend.
yeah,
and
and
you can't just
I think most of this stuff isn't like too out of place. It's just like there's just too much blue. But then again,
Yeah.
I think that was more just a multiplayer map thing, where it's like, well, we can't just have an all gray map.
Holy, how'd you survive? Fuck! Damn!
What?
Oh, I thought that was gonna kill you because I saw your shield go down and I punched you.
Netcode, baby. My fucking all trash chips, mate.
I didn't know this, but apparently Canadians invented ketchup chip. Apparently, ketchup chips.
That doesn't surprise me because we don't eat ketchup chips here.
Yeah, I didn't even know that though.
Also, what the fuck is a
thought it was
dill?
just a
What the
condiment.
fuck is a dill pickler?
What?
Fucking couple dill picklers and a dart.
What the fuck are you saying?
Canadian fucking slang.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm a city boy, so I don't have this fucking slang.
So ask Arlen. Got it.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
Hey,
What the fuck?
Arlen, what the fuck's a dill pickler?
Literally just a pickle, but it's been brined with dill. That's it.
That's a dill pickle, yes, but like that could. But I also know that it might just be some weird type of chips or something, or like some other weird delicacy.
There is dill pickle chips, but like, my brother's really into it actually.
Damn it. Yeah, ask him if that's a dill pickler. Fucking A. No. Canadian rednecks are just like American rednecks, and I'm really happy about it. They just have their own slang.
My only problem is they just sound like Montanans.
Based. I don't know how the fuck you killed me there. I'm gonna have to come back and watch this in theater from your perspective. Because that made no damn sense to me. I just fell down and died.
Were you caught in an explosion radius?
Maybe? Because I just love chucking grenades. Have I ever told you that? I just love just fucking throwing grenades at people.
Fuck, that was close.
Yeah, but I swear to God, like, I really want to know what a dill pickler is, because I've heard Canadians say it, and I'm just like,
I mean, I'm Canadian, and this is literally the first time I've ever heard that phrase. But all right.
Alright, that's it. I'm fucking Googling it. We're settling this real quick. Don't kill me. I'm just...
It might be a Nova Scotia thing.
A dill pickler.
Because again, like regional slang is a thing.
What is a dill pickler? Slang. No. A dill pickler. Also, I hear you getting behind me, you bitch. Caps lock on. Dill pickler slang. Nope, dill pickler slang. I literally cannot find anything about fucking what a dill pickle is. A dill pickler is. Don't forget those fucking dill picklers.
Where have you heard this from? I haven't even heard Arlen say this, so where the fuck have you heard this?
Fucking watching random videos on YouTube of Canadian hicks.
Maybe it's a West thing, then?
And don't forget the all dressed chips.
Goddamn.
Best not forget. You called your buddy a fucking. What was it? What was it again? A fucking. It was something. I can't remember what it was. You called your buddy a fucking. It was some weird slang.
Maybe I've just been talking to Americans so long, I just never developed these weird idiosyncrasies.
I wonder if Canadian Hicks say do it for Dale, because we say it here all the time because Dale's from fucking where I live.
Oh no, I don't even like know what that's a reference to.
Dale Earnhardt wrote.
Mhm.
Bastard. Breaking my power drain. Yeah, it's literally just like do it for Dale Earnhardt because he died during a race. And like a bunch of NASCAR guys started like putting out the number 3 and stuff after his death that year.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just do it for Dale, man. And now whenever you do some dumb shit, it's really reckless. You just go do it for Dale.
My dad really hates NASCAR, by the way,
Yeah.
and he is into racing, so yeah.
Of course he's fucking. Yeah, this is like the Euro snob thing. Like, listen, I get it. Most people who watch NASCAR are fucking retarded hicks, but there's actually some really interesting strategy and stuff that goes into those races.
Turn left.
No.
Turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, that's the meme because it's a fucking circuit race, but listen, it's unironically just that with IndyCar because IndyCar is basically F1 cars around fucking oval racing. But with NASCAR, you get this whole thing of like basically the cars can bump into each other and stuff, and it's like it's all about just driving around the other opponent. Like, let's be honest, F1 racing and shit might as well be a fucking time attack. Like, ugh.
I mean, yeah, but it's part of what makes it interesting.
Yeah, same with NASCAR. Like, listen, we can go watch some videos about like the strategies of passing and blocking and shit in NASCAR.
I mean, at least with football, American football, I can see the thing behind it because it takes so much fucking strategy to like get through the other team.
Yeah, well, like Dale Earnhardt earned the name the Intimidator because he would ride on your ass and then just bump you.
Mm. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, the difference in our skill levels are starting to show.
Yes.
Like I'm semi competent at Halo, but Zane's better.
Yes. Many years of play. Fine-tuned my map knowledge.
I've basically just been a casual player for years. I don't play it super serious, so that's why.
Well, I'm also super casual though. That's the thing. Like,
You're less than I am.
I suppose, like,
Fuck. I also just don't have the reflex timing down. That's the problem.
yeah,
To fucking do the things I need to
you're
do.
good at making shots, but for me, it all like notice. Whenever I try to out battle rifle you, I just get fucking ass rip blasted. It's not an effective strategy for me. But whenever
You know what's funny? I've only been that good at it since MCC. And can you guess why?
Why?
Frame rate.
Well, for me, it's a matter of just having better like
'Cause
strats.
I used to be ass with the BR back in the original Halo 3, but as soon as I got that 60 FPS, boom. Like, it worked. Plus, as soon as I figured out that that acceleration, aim acceleration is fucking cancer, I got a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I turned that off, and boom.
Yeah.
Like, my accuracy just went right up.
Yeah, it's not a control issue. It's just I know how to think through the game a little better than you. Like, because I've.
Well, I think the thing back on the original version of Halo 3 is just the latency response time. I couldn't figure it out. But now that the response time is a lot faster thanks to the higher frame rate, I play a lot better. Because I definitely play better in MCC than I did back on 360.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying I'm more experienced than the experience shows.
Oh, I know I'm not like amazing at shooters. Like this is a genre thing for me. It's not even just Halo.
Right.
In most other shooters, I'm even worse.
Yeah, but with Halo, what I'm saying is, like, I just know how, like, I have a lot more experience in It's like a situational awareness thing. in a way. Like, I'm aware of the situation, I know what options I have at my disposal. Whereas for you, you're still kind of figuring that out.
It's not even the situational awareness, it's the reaction time I fail at. I don't react fast enough to fucking either save myself or get someone with a strategy that would work. Like I always end up hitting the melee button within a quarter to half second after I've been killed. Like as the kill is happening, basically, I mean. Like when I'm being killed. Neat. Fuck. Whoa! Damn. You still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just doing some 1v1s in Halo 2, and I'm just sort of... But, like,
He was pretty even in the beginning, but he's pulling ahead now.
yeah. I've just started, like, yeah. Alright, I guess I'm going down here.
Oh, I thought you could. Oh, yeah, you can. What's another good map to do?
High ground's really fun. If you want
Also, I think we should lower the count to 15 so it ends a little faster.
Yes.
Because this just feels like it's being drawn out now.
Yes. A really fun one, if you want, is just glass cannon, maybe with
I remember
BRs.
if I've ever played that.
No, it's not a map. It's a little mode I've made up where you just...
Oh, yeah, like basically SWAT. Okay.
Yeah, SWAT.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a mod I haven't been able to try yet in Infinite because you can't select your mode.
Wouldn't that be nice?
SWAT's not in Infinite yet, bud.
I mean, yeah, but you could essentially make it with a custom game.
Yeah. Yeah. Fiesta was a fucking event. Putting Fiesta in the game was an event. What the fuck? Like, classic game mode, we'll just make it an event for you. Because that's not fucking shitty at all.
Like, I get the argument for wanting people to try out different game modes, but if a game mode's not good, people aren't going to play it. That's just how it works.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, listen, man. It's like, the game modes are fine. They're fun. Right? There's nothing wrong with them, but I don't like being forced to play it.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, if a game mode dies out, like, yeah, some game modes just aren't as fun as others, and that happens.
About time you got me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
well, it's all
like,
it's all
I
a
get
preference
the
thing.
argument for them. Yeah, I get the argument for them wanting people to try the different game modes, but like at the same time, some game modes just aren't as fun as others, and forcing people to play it won't make them like it more. It'll just make them tired of the game, and that's what's happening.
Ray, I have a question. How come you never take my shotgun?
Because I don't use shotguns.
Mm.
In other games, they work good, but in Halo, I don't know. They just don't. They don't feel as good. They don't feel as punchy as they do in other shooters in Halo, and
I'll be honest. I prefer the Halo sniper over the Call of Duty snipers any fucking day.
No, I can get that, but I mean, like, the shotguns in this game don't feel punchy like they do in other games.
Oh yeah, we're talking about shotguns. I get what you're saying. Like, it comes down to a feel thing for you, but mechanically speaking, the Halo shotgun.
Yeah, I get it, but I think because of shields, shotguns just don't feel satisfying to use for me in this game. I'm not saying for everyone else, but for me, that's why I don't enjoy them.
Well, I don't know. I don't really see where you're coming from with that, because like if you're up close enough, you could just pierce straight through the shield with the shotgun.
Yeah, but for me, like, shotguns in most shooters have always been one-shot kill, as long as you're within range. And
Hold on, my brother's calling me.
Okay. Oh, we're still fighting. Okay. What do you think of this dialogue so far, Rob?
Dialogue for just in general?
No, like what we've been talking about in general.
Yeah, good. Been nice.
Like, it must feel weird as someone who's not really familiar with Halo as much. Like, hearing all the stuff about it.
No, well, as much as I haven't played Halo, it doesn't mean I've not looked up a bunch of videos about it. It's usually what I do about stuff I'm not planning to play or would like to play and just can't be asked to at the time. So it's not too weird. Plus, Halo is pretty well known by most people, even if they haven't played it, because it's Halo. You know, even
Yeah.
if the series isn't exactly renowned today, it's still common knowledge.
Well, the old games are renowned. The problem is that 343 just hasn't been doing a great job with them.
Mm.
As the people who picked up the franchise after Bungie left.
Yeah, I know.
That was close. Fuck. By the way, I really hope you're not streaming your phone call audio.
This?
Oh, Zane could be streaming. He said he had a call from his brother. Ah, fuck. Ah, there it is. Hey, you muted your mic, by the way, if you're back. Put the score to kill down to 15, by the way. You back yet? Don't actually start it till you're on mic, by the way. So where are you at in Reach, by the way, Rob? Like, what's going on?
I'm really not that far into it. Like, nothing's happened to my crew yet.
Oh, you already know some of the spoilers?
I know the entire story.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the problem about playing a game when they're that old.
Well, it is when you look it up. But
Yeah. That's kind of my problem with JoJo. I know a lot of the plot points of JoJo, even though I haven't really watched through it. I'm not gonna talk about it on stream because I don't want to spoil it for anyone watching randomly.
Yeah, especially with since the new season's.
But yeah, and I know how it ends, by the way, already.
Yeah.
Because I was looking up the JoJo lore when I was interested in getting into it, but I wanted to know a bit about the world before I just fucking dived head first, so I would know whether I was wasting my time or not.
I mean, I think probably part 3 is the best if you already know a lot about JoJo,
No.
because there's just a lot episodes.
I'm gonna have a hot take. At least where I'm at in part 3, it's kind of shit.
It's very
It's
good.
too stand of the week.
Yeah.
I think the second half fixes this problem, but the first half is kind of boring because of that. It feels really generic compared to the first season, which both had like an arching plot line with each part.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes for most of part 3, because obviously stands are a whole new concept, and
Yeah, I know, but it does make it
Really?
kind of boring for me because it feels like there are stakes, and I know there are much bigger stakes later in the season.
yeah,
But in the beginning, it's just like, oh boy, new person, we gotta fight because we gotta show off this new power set.
okay, that's fair.
I think the later parts fix this a lot from what I understand, but like right now, it's just that's part of the reason why I'm kind of struggling to get back into JoJo because like I want to get to it because I know part 4 and 5 are amazing, and like those are gonna be really good, but just slogging through the beginning of part 3 is rough.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
part 3 sucks of JoJo. I'll say it straight up.
Nice.
It's kind of shit.
I know the second half is supposed to be better, but like the first half is just like stand of the week and it's boring as shit.
I'm gonna hit you with the B-42 truth bomb. The best part of part 3 is just the JoJo, just the Dio fight,
Yeah.
and
That's fair.
and everything else is just okay. at
I
best.
almost want to skip it, but I know that's considered heresy.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Honestly, I skipped a big chunk of part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I-
what
I-
episode does the Dio fight start then?
I have no
like
idea.
in the last 2 or 3,
Yeah.
the big, like it depends. Do you want to watch the Dio fight, or do you want to watch the point where it's like his main like inner
When
circle,
he
and then the
really
big
comes
fight?
into it. Like
Okay,
when
like
he's
last
when it's
episode.
starting when they're starting no, I mean like when they're really starting to hunt him down. Not just like, oh boy, we have to show off the stands, like when they really started getting into the chunk of the plot.
You can probably watch the last 10 episodes, and that's probably just outside of that bracket. I don't know. I haven't watched in a while.
Should I just start
there's-
from when they actually venture to Egypt?
No, once they get to Egypt, they still have to go through all of Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess. Honestly, yeah, like people shit on part 1. I enjoyed rewatching part 1, and part
You
1.
still do you care about MHA? Oh wait, I don't want to get too much into spoilers again because we're streaming.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Spoil it for them. It's their fault.
Okay, but like, how much do you care about the spoilers for MHA right now, Rob?
As long as you're not spoiling the new part, I'm fine. It's not
All
today.
right, no, I'm not gonna tell you. There was a big thing that just happened in the manga. I'm not gonna talk about it
I'm
though.
gonna be honest. I dropped that show hard after like season 3. I
Damn,
just,
that's a
That
shame.
sucks because the actual plot points of season 4 and 5 are the peak of the series.
maybe I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just.
But they fucked up in the anime.
I don't know. I just don't like
The
Deku. that
actual
much.
animation.
I'm just like.
Without going into spoilers, a recent arc in the manga was probably the best. Like he's been.
Yeah. Well, my whole thing has just been like, man, when's Deku gonna get like actual character development? Like, I know it's a meme that he cries.
That is kind of what happened in the last arc before what's happening right now in the manga, but I can't talk about it.
Also,
That's the
holy
problem.
shit, it's only 6 o'clock.
Oh wait, you were talking about Boku no Hero. Oh no, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Wait. Oh, what did you think I was talking?
I thought you were talking about JoJo. I don't know.
I thought you were into
I
Academia.
haven't watched that thing since season 3. It just kind of got to a point where it's like, well, I can't be asked to keep up with this.
Okay, here's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
same here.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Continue in the manga from the end of season 3, because Horikoshi's art's fucking amazing in the manga, by the way.
I can't be asked to deal with manga either. It's
Oh.
like, I could do it online, but I just wouldn't use the subscription
Yeah,
enough, or I
the,
could buy it physically, but that's a lot
Yeah,
of money.
yeah, but the art quality, the anime doesn't do it justice. It is the polar opposite of Demon Slayer, where the manga art quality is kind of, and the anime is just fucking. It's like magic it's magic in animation basically. That's the way to describe Demon Slayer's anime.
Well,
Like it's just like I've never seen animation that good.
see, I would read the manga, but I really like Beastars. No, I'm not a fucking furry. But I really like Beastars. I hate that I have to say that because like Beastars is just good. It's like it's not even that well written, right? It's just charming to me. Fuck off.
It's edgy Zootopia, but yeah.
It's edgy Zootopia, but I enjoy it. It's just it's got a charm to it. It's just
Also, Haru is a slut, and
Oh.
you can't think otherwise.
yeah. It's so Legoshi is based. Anyways,
Did he jump her ass?
No. Unfortunately not. She's just fucking retarded. And like she is literally a retard.
But,
I hate her. But I really just like Legoshi. That's all. That's all the reason. I'm just rooting for Legoshi, like my boy, my baba
So,
boy. Like, but no.
You know,
But I listen. I
person.
no. I wasn't finished with my point.
me.
I literally I love Beastars mainly just because of Legoshi again, but I literally have not finished the manga and I have like 10 chapters to read.
By the way, you still streaming?
Yes.
This is hilarious.
Yes. Why do you think I'm fucking like? I'll probably just crop this and like just anime discussion with the boys. Fucking-
But yeah, fucking MHA after fucking 330 something chapters finally revealed who the fucking traitor is. So that's why I was asking if you really wanted me to spoil it or not, Rob.
Eh.
I want you, before we say it, I actually want you to guess. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. Wait, when was said traitor introduced? I
Uh,
don't remember anything past like the. I can't even remember his name.
Back in the like when they started the school and they did that rescue training arc. Remember, it was like in the dome and All Might fought the big like fucking mutant thing.
Or the Nomu or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and the teachers were talking about the only way they could have the information on the timetable if someone from within the school gave the villains the information, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that
So
work?
they introduced that nugget back then. And I wanted to ask you, who do you think it is before I reveal it?
I genuinely cannot remember half the cast.
I'm just fucking randomize it. I don't care.
Oh, like I can. Fucking I don't know. No, that's not a name. No, that's not a name. I don't know. The
Describe them.
female character is kind of like based on the dominatrix kind of thing. I don't know.
Midnight.
Oh, yeah, about that by the way, she's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been dead for like some 70 chapters now.
Damn.
But no, it's Aoyama of all people.
Who?
Belly button.
Lazy belly.
Seriously, who's Aoyama?
The dude with the laser belly button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was quirkless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would explain why he's got such a kind of.
Yeah, All for
really
One gave it
weird
to him.
look. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh, so okay, Rob. Since you seem to feel the same way about My Hero that I do, you just stopped giving a shit, didn't you? Like you're like, oh, this.
Yeah.
Is... Like
it was very much a case of it's not a bad anime, but it's also one that I just can't be asked to keep up with.
What sucks is it was going really good until the end of the war arc. Like literally up until almost chapter 300, the pacing and the plot was still really good, and then all of a sudden it's just like everything feels rushed. Horikoshi says it's ending in the next 100 chapters. All of a sudden, right? Literally 1 year into their school, right? Like a society collapses. Fucking like it's like a post-apocalypse almost. Like fucking like all cities are like in shambles now because all villains have like basically escaped like prisons and shit. It's so fucking wacky. Like, and someone pointed out something recently that I didn't know, but apparently Horikoshi's main editor like either quit or retired around the end of the war arc. So that actually makes a lot of sense all of a sudden. So it turns out that Horikoshi on his own probably isn't that good of a writer. It was help from the editor that made it that decent up until that point.
Oh yeah, he's just George Lucas. Cool.
Yeah, not surprising. Which
Yeah.
really sucks. The reason I stuck with it is because I like the universe. It's like a Naruto situation again. Like the universe is so interesting, but the main character just either is annoying as shit or so underdeveloped. Deku's in the underdeveloped camp, and Naruto for me was just he got so annoying, especially as I got older.
I never really had that with Naruto.
No, I just can't stand how much of a dumbass he is. It's not.
I know. I'm
can't
just saying I never
relate.
really had that. It's like, you know what? Good for you, buddy. Like it's not that I don't need to relate to him. It's just like, yeah.
I'm having a bad match.
Yeah, you are having a bad match.
I also hate this map though.
Oh, I love this map. It's literally.
I've always talked on this map.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Bye. But yeah, like it's not bad. Like My Hero wasn't bad when I quit watching it. It's just like It just didn't invest me at all. It's like,
As I said, story-wise, where Season 5 ended is peak, but stopping at Season 3 is actually good because the animation quality itself actually peaked in Season 3.
yeah, I'm still
Like,
not
it got
gonna.
it downgraded.
I'm still not
in
gonna pick it
season
up
3.
again. Also, has it
Yeah,
been 100
and I don't-
chapters then, and did the manga end?
Uh, I don't know how much is left. They're definitely setting up for a final conflict, though, because Hori just nerfed Shigaraki hard recently. Like, so he's not completely unkillable.
Oh, so he fucked up when writing him and made him unkillable, and then had to nerf him again.
Essentially,
And then in turn kill Stakes for the final. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
basically what happened is Shigaraki was essentially a god in the most recent fight, and he basically was fighting the #1 American hero who had, unironically, probably the most overpowered quirk ever introduced in the series. It is straight up a stand.
What do you mean?
She could basically set us a rule on reality around herself.
Oh, it's one of this sort of thing.
Oh god, fucking the Japs and their goddamn
Power
like
scaling.
Time
convoluted.
manipulation, godhood, yes. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Power scaling, yes.
yeah.
Oh
That's-
boy, we're near the end of the series. We gotta introduce the most insane fucking shit ever. Oh god.
Not because it's actually, you know, an interesting character.
But basically,
because it's the only way
how
you can imagine-
Hori got nerfed, not Hori, fuck, how Shiggy got nerfed is right before he grabbed her to steal the quirk. She set a rule on it that essentially, what was it? The quirk New Order revolts against other quirks.
Why
So basically, it just started fucking tearing him apart from the inside.
why didn't she just set a rule around her? See, this is the problem with those sort of things, right? Like JoJo's does a
Because
decent
there
job handling it.
still are limits on it.
Yeah,
Like, you
but-
can't just say, "Oh boy, the whole planet blows up." It's not that powerful.
But can it be like, hey, I will never lose?
No, like again, like there are limits to it. It's not like, "Oh boy, I'm literally God. Nothing can happen to me."
I mean, this sounds retarded. Why would you be a hero at that point? Why not just use it to make infinite money and live in peace somewhere? What the fuck?
I don't know if it can just produce matter. It's more like I don't know how to explain it. The problem is she was introduced and she was dead 6 chapters later.
Yeah,
This
with
is
a
another.
really
This
big
is another
power-
problem. This is another problem with the recent arcs. And again, since that editor left, because this has been a common trend since the end of the war arc. Deku fought a character and she died fucking like 4 chapters after he fought her because fucking All For One apparently planted a fucking trap quirk inside of her if she revolted.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues with any kind of superpower stuff is grounding kind of the power leveling.
Yeah.
I think it's
Superman.
would have been nice to have Deku have a lot more time of him being not quirkless, but a lot weaker. So when he's overcoming quirks, or if anyone overcomes the quirks, where it's less of quirk v quirk and more like using some bullshit trick, it makes a little more sense. It's justifiable.
Well,
This was the other problem with well, this was before the end of the war arc, but this was a problem that's been building up recently in the manga is well, the anime now, because season 5 had this. But suddenly now Deku can use the quirks of the previous One for All wielders. Yeah. Oh, we're back in normal multiplayer. Okay.
yeah. I was getting kind of bored. Yeah, I love nonsensical power scaling bullshit.
And then using some very obscure.
The only thing that made it not absolute bullshit is most of them are basically like really small scale quirks or utility quirks, so they're not like they don't completely break his balancing 100%. But yeah,
Well,
the only one that really does is Nana Shimura's quirk, which is literally flying. Deku can fly.
Yeah, flight's always a problem in stories.
Yeah, I think literally that is the point that, well, no, actually Naruto was ruined before that, but that was one of the big factors that Naruto could fly.
I mean, there's ways around. You know,
It's just like, why does every shonen need it?
I don't know. My real question is, why does no one ever use a fucking gun?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, this is the problem with Marvel movies now. Like, you'll be like, I tried watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was trash. But like,
I mean, literally Cap killed people with guns in the first Avengers movie, so yeah.
Yeah, like what? Where gun? Where gun? Is it because it becomes harder the longer you go on to make like to justify
You know what it
what's
is?
happening? What?
You know what it is? It might be the fucking political climate.
I don't even think it's that because from a writing perspective, it's just hard to get away with like all your cool action scenes when someone can just shoot your fucking hero, and that becomes
Which
a
is
problem.
why most animes are set in more fantastical settings.
Yes.
But
so
but Academia actually has guns. At least in the movie, Deku dodged some gunfire basically
Well,
when he was using.
yeah, but that's first of all, that's insanity.
Not really.
Fucking, that means
Like,
he
Deku's
can
already
react.
bad.
I mean, that means he can react and see the fucking to like the speed of sound shit.
Yeah, but it's already been established that the way Deku uses One For All is mostly as a speedster once he does full cowl.
I mean, yes, but I don't know. It's just like that's madness. Then anytime someone hits them, they either have to be moving faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, but also it's a movie, so it's not really canon.
That's fair. But yeah.
Actually, wait, it might be because Horikoshi actually added a gadget from that movie in the manga. Oof.
Yeah, that means that every time after that, like unless
Well, he's definitely speed of sound level now where the manga's at, but he's at 45%, so that kind of makes sense.
yeah, I mean like there's just kind of a conceit in movies and stuff now where it's like, why didn't they use a gun? Because like at least with Dio, you couldn't use a gun. You know, like it made sense why you had to fight him with your cool stand powers. Just freeze
But
time.
why can't the other main villains in JoJo be taking down by guns?
Dio, guns didn't really.
Yeah,
Weren't really
Dio again because it's time dilation, right?
Dio,
That's the big
Dio,
thing.
time dilation 2, Vampire Man. No, not really a lot of guns going around in that time.
Yeah, but I mean, like Kira and the other ones. I haven't watched the parts yet, but that's why I'm wondering.
Oh,
why
Kira-
can't they take down guns?
Kira, well, Kira's main
Oh,
thing
yeah.
revolves around him.
Kira's a walking bomb.
Well,
so
yes,
that-
but also Kira, like one because at the beginning they don't know who Kira is, and
Yeah, I
two,
know
he,
about that.
he can set a thing.
Isn't that literally the same in Part 5, where they don't know who the dude is till near the end?
Yeah, but it's set up a little differently, so I'll forgive it. It's not a repeat, but
I never said it was repeat, but I said it's similar enough.
yeah, it's similar enough. But it makes sense in the story why it's not like just I'm a serial killer. We gotta figure it out. But actually, someone does use guns in Part 5. His whole stand.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
me as
literally
well.
stand.
Fucking
Six
missed
as
it.
well, I think, because that's in. Someone did a really cool edit where in the opening for Part 6, where like they have the person with the gun, it transitions into the first opening for 5 with the dude using the gun,
That's
like
pretty
because it's a
cool.
similar pose, and it like just blends into it. It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I gotta say, I don't like the song though.
I'm okay with it. It's not as hype as the other ones.
The animation is fucking probably the best they've done in a long while, but the actual song I'm not feeling.
I think it's
Yeah.
just meant to be reminiscent of the time period it's set in, though, isn't it?
Yeah. and So
You mean
it's-
fake? You mean fake 2011 as imagined in 2001?
2011, I thought it was more 80s themed. But, okay.
Part 5 or part 6 or no,
Part
5.
6 is 2011, but it was made in 2001, so that's imagining what 2011 would be like during 2001.
Okay.
The closest to its actual time period when written was Part 5.
No.
Actually, no, Part 3 and 4 were.
Yeah, I think that was just an age thing because the 80s happened, and it's like you had to you didn't want fucking Jotaro having a kid and her being that old. That'd be weird if it was in 2001.
The only one since after fucking probably Part 4 that was actually started being written at the same time as the time period was Part 8. It was both started and set in 2011
Yeah.
in that universe.
Yeah, but like Part
Not
8's
the,
weird.
original
I don't know how I
universe.
feel about Part 8. People say it's great, but I'm like, you're how many chapters in and you don't know even have an idea of a main villain? What the
You know it's over, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's been done for like 4 months now.
What
They-
what happened? How did it end?
Main villain. They introduced the main villain, and then they did the final arc. I don't know.
Did they do this all within a year? That means within 12 chapters they introduced the main villain and killed him. Because I remember like last year people were talking about how
Bro,
they
that's
the
what
main
happened
villain.
in Part 5.
No, but they still had an idea of the main villain and stuff. Like,
Yeah, yeah, dude was pulling. From what I understand, I don't know all the details, but basically, dude was pulling the strings from the shadows.
yeah, mob boss. He's the head of the
No,
mafia.
no. In part 8.
Oh, yeah. This seems like a cop out, and fucking, I don't know. It seems like
No, it has to do with the way his stand works. He basically had I think a puppet that he could use.
okay. This sounds like fucking crack. I think that
I
Rocky's
mean, to
finally.
be fair, JoJo is kind of crack.
It's, you know what, people say that, but it's mostly like it's easy to follow for the most part. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
weird.
I'm not saying it's unintelligible, but it is fucking wild.
Yeah, I think part 8 might be a little unintelligible from everything I've heard about it. It just seems really fucking.
No, it's just really long.
Well, as
It's
we've
gonna be the one.
established-
When it's animated, it is. I'm saying this now. When that gets animated, it's gonna be 2 full seasons, 2
Yeah.
full 40-episode seasons. I'm calling it.
When part 9 come though?
Sometime probably in 22. He's already given the name. It's called JoJo Lands. I don't know much about it. He hasn't really said anything else yet, but that's it. It's probably gonna be the last part. I mean, he's 60 now almost, right?
Yeah, you don't want one. I don't want another Berserk. Just.
Well, okay. Here's the thing with JoJo that Berserk didn't have the luxury of. JoJo is in segments, so there's always going to be a sense of closure with JoJo, even if one part doesn't get finished.
Yeah, we at least have the other parts.
Yeah, we have open and shut stories 8 times in the JoJo series.
Yeah. But now you know I'm gonna go watch someone's video they've made where it's like, yeah, here's what the fuck was going on in JoJo, and I'll be like, okay, because I tried to read it once and it was just like, I don't understand what's going on here. What the
Well,
fuck is
also JoJolion, you need some information from part 7 because it springs off of concepts introduced in that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the whole alternate reality thing. It kind of bothers the piss out of me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they pull a Days to Future Past style shit with part 9 and merge the universes back together.
Something like that. I don't know. I just want to see fucking Jotaro again, damn it. I like Jotaro a lot. And Jonathan, although he's fucking dead. He's fucking dead.
Joseph is best.
What?
Joseph is best.
Oh, yes, Joseph is best. Did I say Jonathan? I meant Joseph.
He said Jonathan.
Oh, I meant
Yes.
Joseph. I fucking love Joseph. Part
Jonathan is the most Gary Stu self-insert fucking JoJo the whole pack.
What? Jonathan? Oh, don't hate on my boy Jonathan.
He is he's so basic. He's generic muscle fucking 80s anime man.
Listen, yeah, but he's chivalrous.
He's a gentleman though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is
but I mean
the gentle
he
giant.
doesn't have anything going about him.
Yeah, that's fair. He's kind of
Joseph is
bored.
fun.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna trigger Ray. Jonathan better than fucking Deku, bro.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, he had so much potential to be characterized, but he just did nothing with him. Shiggy is basically the real protagonist of MHA at this point. He's had so much more character development.
He's so much more interesting. Fuck's sakes.
Like, fuck. How do you make it so that well, I suppose that is a thing in JoJo, actually, but, the villain is the fucking most interesting part of the series.
To be fair, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like Deku was the first anime protagonist to be interesting, and then they just soiled it. Just like, yeah.
Like, it's like, oh my god, you actually have a shonen protagonist who isn't a fucking mouth-breathing retard. Wow. And then he just does nothing with it.
Yeah, he doesn't even, continue the analytical thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh boy, I smash harder.
Yeah, it just became the problem with Naruto Shippuden that really killed that series for me. My number's bigger than your. Ha! Fuck's sakes. How many Rasengans do you have, Naruto?
It's literally this.
Stop.
It's literally the same route Dragon Ball went, because Dragon Ball used to be about the martial arts in the first half of the series.
You mean the first quarter now? Because Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yes.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super.
But I mean when it was just the original and Z. No.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Ball Super fucking sucks anyways, from what I've heard. I don't care about Dragon Ball. I just like
But
Vegeta.
oh boy, here's a power where you can just react to anything instantly. Oh.
I swear to God, I feel like who's the guy who writes? Toriyama.
Toriyama,
Akira Toriyama just got mad because everyone's like, yeah, Goku would fucking lose to Superman, bro. And then like,
No, that's not what happened. He actually wanted to get away from that shit. He wanted to actually make Gohan the main character.
Yep, I know that much, but I feel like everyone else is like, dude, listen, I'm sorry, but Silver Age Superman is literally like the most OP motherfucker in all of fiction. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, you're literally wrong, but okay.
Silver Age Superman.
Yeah, even within DC, there are stronger characters.
If you're talking like besides like reality manipulating gods, who else?
Darkseid, fucking what's his name? Dr. Manhattan's technically DC now.
I said besides reality warping gods. Who else?
That just isn't applicable, dude. You can't just say besides this person who is stronger than Superman, Reed.
Well, there's a generalized statement off the fucking. I was pulling on my ass, but literally like actual like characters who star in a work and aren't just like some fucking environmental threat. Like, how about
I mean,
that then?
literally an alternate universe version of Superboy.
Oh yeah, fucking Superboy Prime. Don't get me started. Fucking DC. You had like a really good cartoon run in the
DC suffers from the Dragon Ball problem.
Well, yeah, so does Marvel. Marvel, actually, no. I take that.
Marvel used to be better, but they're in that territory
Well,
now.
to be fair, Marvel now has just been like, hey, you guys want to watch She-Hulk? Fucking watch YouTube videos while she eats food, and it's like, no, I want to see her fight someone and be funny and like entertaining. How about that?
But like, Captain Marvel, for example, just feels like fucking the childhood argument of, oh yeah, well, Infinity plus 2.
Oh my god. Dude, I watched What If. I don't know why I'm still watching Marvel stuff. I hate it. But I wind up like...
Yeah, I'm kind of slowly just phasing out completely.
Well, my buddies always want to watch it.
I watched 2 episodes of Loki and got bored as fuck.
Oh, dude, don't get me started on fucking Loki. Ooh, I hate that show. Oh,
it's like 2 episodes in, it's like, oh boy, there's a female version of Loki that's better than every version of Loki. Oh wow. Okay.
No, it's worse because they take fucking Avengers 1 Loki, right? You know, the guy who's like smug.
One, but yeah.
What?
An alternate one, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's literally the same fucking character. We have no reason to believe it's not.
It's a time split, but yes.
Yeah, it's so he's the same character, right? Functional.
Personality and everything.
Yes. Until he, but like they don't want him to be that. They want him to be like this crybaby fucking loser because the show was written by fucking women.
Man, we're gonna get banned by YouTube if you play YouTube so fast.
Fucking listen, Rags makes fun of women all the time on EFAB. We just gotta stream for 12 hours so no one watches it.
It's true. Who's gonna sit through 3 hours of this?
Yes.
Because that's where we're at, by the way.
Somebody fucking will. I don't know. EFAB has an audience, and they're not that entertaining, to be honest.
Yeah, but they were already all of it. Well, okay, actually, Wolf wasn't that well established, but fucking Mauler and Rags were already kind of well established before they started that podcast.
Infamous incel Rags. I've almost been debating like seeing if I can make a troll video.
I mean, it would help people a lot.
Like a troll.
And hey, dislikes don't exist anymore, so you won't even get fucking dislike bombed.
Oh yeah, but I wonder if I can. Fucking YouTube. But I wonder if I can make like a troll video and see if like EFAB would respond to it, because I'm pretty sure Major Lee's a fucking troll. He admitted to it on the stream, and then they just like ignored it the entire time. He kept arguing with him. It was what?
Oh wait, I killed more than you? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was just being an ass that game. I need to go get some water. Holy fuck, my voice is starting to die.
So, how is this autism fest going for you, Rob?
Slowly but surely blotting it out. Oh, Ranger. Right. I've also been jumping. I'm off Halo now. Now I'm playing a completely different.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Mechanicus, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus.
What kind of game is that, by the way? I've heard about it.
Turn-based. It's actually.
And I've lost interest.
What are you playing?
It's actually kind of. Essentially
Warhammer
like a
Mechanicus.
tabletop.
Oh, dude, that game's awesome.
Mm.
Wait, isn't it like XCOM?
Sorta, yeah.
No, not.
I don't know. I haven't played XCOM. It's
No,
sort of.
not really.
It's like a turn-based tactical strategy game. It's super fun, even though I'm
Do you
shit
move
at
your
it.
dude around on a grid?
Mm-hmm.
You move your guy around on the grid.
And there's
you have-
is the cover mechanics?
Yes.
It's XCOM.
No, there isn't cover mechanics.
Oh no, there isn't. Okay.
You're either behind a corner so you can't get shot like in every other game, or you get shot. You have armor, which.
But can you
has
make your dude
two
crouch?
types. No.
Oh, okay, so it's not
There's also,
XCOM.
there's also no percentage to hit.
God, I love the soundtrack to that game so much. It's literally on my fucking I have the FLAC files of it.
Have you
They-
checked out Adeptus Ridiculous yet, by the way?
Oh my god, I keep forgetting the name of it. I keep wanting to, and I'm like, every time I'll fucking like think of
Right
it.
fucking down, like right now.
Just send me a link. I can't find it.
It's literally on Spotify, but alright.
Oh fuck me.
It's on YouTube too, if you want to do
Alright,
it.
good. I'm just gonna download them all.
Check it out, but this game plays a lot like.
Yeah, if you want a good Warhammer stream, by the way, Rob, check out Adeptus Ridiculous.
Yeah, usually when it comes to Warhammer stuff, at least on YouTube, I watch either Lutin.
They're usually
the
just 40
TTS
minutes.
series.
Oh, if you want, by the way, Halo has its own Luton, basically. His name is Hidden Xperia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he sounds like you, unironically.
Hmm.
Yeah, you sound exactly like this motherfucker.
It's actually funny because Rob is totally new to Halo, and yet
Yes.
somehow he's better than both of us.
It's just shooter experience. It carries over. I mean,
I didn't even know Rob was that good at shooters because I'd never really played any others with him.
Let's see, I've played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, a lot of
Oh,
Overwatch.
okay.
One of
God.
my favorite games as a shooter.
That
Uh,
fucking explains it.
Aw, Rob, do you remember when Overwatch was good?
Yeah, and then I stopped playing it like 3 months in because I got pissed at every character selection, and that I got gimped for following the meta or playing solo.
Yes,
Well, no, for not following the meta. Sorry.
yes, and then
And also just fuck Bungie. Not Bungie, fuck Range.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard
Don't
Activision.
don't fuck
Yeah,
Bungo.
yeah.
Bungo,
Yeah,
good
I was-
company. Don't
I
hate
was
on
saying,
Bungo.
I was saying Blizzard. My brain scrambled it.
They made Destiny 2 actually good, which was like
Yeah, I know. My
Which-
brain scrambled it. Chill out.
I know, but I want to talk about this for a minute. They made Destiny 2 actually good. Like, it's still a little bit grindy and it has its issues, but it's like, man, no one talks about this, but this is basically like when they made No Man's Sky actually good.
By the way, Sad Boy Hours, they're removing Destiny 2 and the expansions from Game Pass.
Rip.
I mean, the game's still free, but I won't be able to play the expansions anymore with you guys.
Rip.
'Cause I don't own them.
Yeah, no. I stopped playing whenever they introduced the, actually, I don't know when I stopped playing. It was like right after Doomfist came out. Or,
Oh, around then.
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
stick along too much after that. I think I
was it
stopped
when
playing the
was it when the Mary Sue Child who could make a robot?
oh,
was
no,
introduced?
that's what it was. That's what it was that killed it for me. Yeah, that character sucks. And then I went back to play it because I'm like, oh man, I was really good at Overwatch. Maybe I could do some streams or something. And then they had introduced it so you have to queue if you want to play like certain characters and stuff.
Oh yeah. that
Why?
one.
They're like, oh my god, they're so obsessed with making it so that like, oh god, I remember being mad when I had to like, you had to be the first to lock onto Tracer and it was a battle, and I was.
What they did is they made a game that was so incredibly heavily
the
balanced
Tracer
around
song, I
having
want to die.
They made a game so incredibly balanced around a meta that they forgot that people aren't always going to play the meta.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
you
I'll
saying
play
Tracer
games.
reminded me of that fucking Cancer fan song.
oh yeah, it's fucking hilarious because it's cringe.
I want to die.
Let my buddy message me. What do you say? Well, all right, buddy. Hell yeah. Good on him. Good on him. My buddy finally got a fucking girlfriend. I'm happy for him. Listen, man.
Look with a sniper, man.
Listen, man. If he can do it, you can do it.
Can we not talk about my personal life on stream, my dude?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just happy for my buddy. He got a fucking girl after all these fucking years of just being like socially awkward and scared of women. He finally did it. I'm just like, you son of a bitch. Anyways,
Yo, there's a single dude carrying our whole team.
yes, welcome to Halo 3.
Oh god, that's immortal. Okay.
But yeah, no, Overwatch, I was really good at Tracer. I was like platinum or diamond or some shit.
I want to die.
I was like in the top ranks of it is fucking Tracer, and then they just
Stop.
ruined it, and I just stopped playing.
Turn your name. That's all it takes.
Well, there's a flayed one over there. Okay, that's annoying.
Why did that song get created? I want to die.
Actually, what's really weird about me playing Mechanicus is that I actually have a Netcon army, like an actual Netcon army right next to me that I'm currently in the process of building and painting. So it's a bit weird, especially since I know exactly. I'm also scared of half the units I go against because I know exactly what they're capable of.
I'm scared to play Warhammer. Listen, man, I'm into photography, right? And
Oh, you mean like the actual miniatures? Yeah.
yeah, I'm scared to play Warhammer because here's the thing. I know how I am, right? Once I get into something, I can't stop, and it becomes a money pit. Like I'm already in the hole on photography, man. Like,
That's the other reason I don't get into a lot of hobbies, because I know I can't afford to do it.
I mean, you can do
don't
photography on
wanna
the
get-
cheap.
I just
But-
don't want to get interested in something I can't afford.
You can do photography on the cheap as long as you're okay with not using like the fucking pro level gear, and you're okay with using like fucking nugget cameras like I do. But I'm.
By the
still-
way, if we want to talk about money pits, fucking Paradox game DLCs.
Oh god, don't remind me. Don't remind me. Oh my
Crusader
god.
Kings 2,
My
holy
buddy,
shit.
my buddy's bought all of it. He bought all of it.
$440. When not on sale.
Literally the day he bought the last DLC, Crusader Kings 3 was announced. And he just
That must have told him.
oh, it did. And now he just plays Crusader Kings 3, and I'm just like, no.
And now there's a new one coming out.
Yeah, I'm just like, you have a
New DLC.
child, please, please. You have
There's a
kid
new
now, you
DLC
can't
for that
do
coming
this.
out. It is beginning. The curse is starting again with 3.
Yeah, and see the thing about Crusader Kings 2 is if you really want to play the game, you have to buy at least 8 of the DLCs.
But not even that. It's not even just Crusader Kings is the worst example out of Paradox, but there are other games suffer from this too. Look at City Skylines.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about City Skylines.
I love that game.
I do
Why
too.
why does it have to be published by Paradox?
Well, you know what? I'll say this: Paradox does that, but at least when you buy the DLCs, you actually get something.
You fair enough. Well, not all of them are good though. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, they can't all be hits, but like, fuck's sakes, it's better than like, it's not like it's preloaded onto the game and it's just an unlock code you're paying for. Like,
Yeah.
they actually make stuff and develop it and support their games long term. You know, that's better than most game companies do nowadays.
I wish I was good at shooters.
Yeah, I do too.
I was kind of decent at AC's multiplayer when that was still a thing.
Yep.
But I mean, that's because I'm a tryhard fucking
We
AC
don't,
player.
we don't want any more re-releases, remasters, or shitty games. How about an old friend? Halo! Fucking Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Like, am I the only one starting to get sequel fatigue?
No.
Like, I feel like the game industry is just sequels.
Yeah,
These
it
days?
is.
It is.
A new IP would
And
be great. That's probably why Destiny took
that
the
is
world by storm.
Actually, that is actually why I'm kind of really excited about Starfield. Now, I know it's technically a Bethesda game, so it is gonna feel like their other games, but it's still a new world and lore, and that's kind of why I'm interested.
Yeah, well, the problem is all the new IPs and stuff just fucking suck.
Yeah.
Lost
They won't
Worlds,
take
kinda
the Outer Worlds.
the-
People kind of meme on Todd, but like from what I understand, this is his like dream project. Because he isn't the person who invented the Elder Scrolls. He just basically took over for Morrowind, and that's like when he was like really a big part of it.
Yeah, but he
This
wasn't
is
the
really
guy
the
who wrote
first
most
one.
of Morrowind either. That guy.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like this is the first one where he's just coming in fresh.
I
right?
like I
And
like reading that the guy who wrote Morrowind's lore's stuff. By the way, he's like a
some of it's
brilliant.
a bit whack.
Oh
but
no,
yeah.
it's incredibly whack. He's like a fucking schizophrenic, or some
Dude,
shit.
fucking Coda,
Oh, don't start on Coda.
bruh.
We know,
And you know what's the craziest part? I think Skyrim actually referenced it
Yeah, it might be
in the
canon.
Mages Guild. You know the big sphere in the Skyrim Mages Guild thing?
Yeah.
Like they mentioned, I can't remember if it's exactly along these lines, like the way the line went, but like this isn't something we're ready for. I think was like one of the things about it.
Fuck this. This guy
Like
doesn't
in one
have
of
a
the lore
German
pieces.
warthog.
But in like one of the lore pieces about the Eye of Magnus, like you know, like this isn't something we should have like right now, like because we can't like comprehend it
Dude.
because of like what it can do.
Yeah, but like man, I was so excited for the Outer Worlds. What? Hello.
The yeah, hi.
All right, sorry, I got a weird prompt on screen.
Very,
Like you have lost connection to Xbox Live. Have
oh.
I?
The theory, well, you're still in the game. The
Oh.
theory for the Eye of Magnus is that it's actually a future fucking like warp core, in like a fucking futuristic spaceship in the Elder Scrolls universe in the 9th era, from Coda.
Yeah. Well, also,
It almost looks like a gravity field when the effect of that thing is coming out, because no one can get inside of it once it's activated, right?
yeah. Also, why did I say
Oh.
hello? We're in fucking Discord.
Hmm?
Why did I go hello? Like, I would be disconnected from the call to Xbox when we're in a Discord call?
Probably just a brain blip. It happens.
Yeah.
I get moments like that sometimes.
Me, you, and Rob should start a podcast. I think we could do it.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Rob,
we
you down?
got a bit of a chemistry going for that.
Maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't be like a scheduled thing. It'd just be like, hey, Rob's free for a couple hours. Fucking, let's go.
I mean, what do you want to say? This is legit the inaugural episode then?
Maybe. I don't know. I like Rob. Rob's a cool dude.
I've been shit. Sorry. I've been excessively quiet because usually I'm concentrating on the game I'm playing. But
It's fine. Me and Ray don't shut the fuck up, so it balances out.
Well, that's the problem when you have two Tism lords bouncing off each other.
Yeah, just like the brain juices.
I'm a mage.
Brain chemistry.
Fucking oh god, I'm gonna have to go to med school. I don't want to go to med school.
What?
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna go be a clinical psychologist, and it's just like I have to go to med school for this. But I
When the
wanted to.
fuck did you come up with this?
Oh, months and months ago. Probably about a year ago, sometime last year, but I realized that's what I wanted to do. And so I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
But fuck me, med school's gonna suck. But I think you should pursue what is meaningful in life, not what's expedient, so fuck it.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like, I'd like to go back and finish my high school and then do something in like post-secondary. It's just like I don't know what I'd want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, the problem though, and the thing I'm worried about is just how bad. Oh my god, why is my mom calling me?
I wouldn't say the rest of your life, because usually most people change jobs like every 10 or so
Yeah, but
years.
what I mean is like, if I'm gonna pay for a college tuition,
Yeah.
what is because that's not something you can just do over and over again, usually financially, unless you're really well off, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do I want to waste the money on?
I'm just saying now, you've
For
actually,
education.
you put more thought into college than most people do ever. Most people,
Well,
when
that's also because I dropped out in high school and I didn't have to worry about it right away.
well, yeah, but it's usually when most people go to college or university, like I'm gonna go with what I like, but I don't know what job I'm going to go in with that
Because
subject.
I
which is-
used to want to become involved in, and like good on you for doing it, but I used to want to be in the gaming industry, but it just looks so fucking toxic.
Well, the reason I've also chose a game design course isn't because the actual skills you get from it are
I
genuinely
know you have
universal,
the indie, yeah, I know you have the indie option as well,
which
and
is only really worth it once you have experience and enough experience
Yeah.
in the actual thing to actually go off and make the game. So it's still useless.
like, that's the only good thing about the game industry now is you have the indie route now
mm,
as a viable option when you wouldn't have like 15 years ago.
well, my general strategy at the moment is try and go for game design. Try it out for a couple of years, and if I genuinely hate it, if first-hand experience
So,
actually
are
shows
you
that
paying,
college-
like, without getting into your own personal details too much, like, are you paying for it, or is it, like, is it, like, your parents?
It's university, so college I was in a very lucky position where I didn't. I got into a position where college became mandatory and therefore free.
Wait, college is mandatory in the UK now?
It is now apparently.
Huh.
I got to go to college for free. At least nobody paid for it. I didn't pay for it. My parents didn't pay for anything.
Your taxes did.
Someone did,
Yes.
but it wasn't me or anyone I knew.
Not my problem.
Yeah, exactly. So for university, that's all covered by loans. A bit from my parents because they want to give me the money, and the rest is just stuff I have to make. do.
Alright, so so, like, but the problem is not everybody has the option of, like, their parents, like, because their parents just don't make enough money,
Yeah,
and that
but
happens, and I'm in one of those positions.
my roommate, however,
Not like I
you'll
would
look-
ask at my age, because I'm 26, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask my parents to pay for me.
So your student loans actually depend on your current financial situation. So my roommate gets more because his family I'm saying this in economic term, they are poorer, so they can't afford as much. He also gets a bursary from the college that he was at as well, because of his financial state. So he's getting more money than me, to make up for the fact that my parents can support me a bit more easily. That's how it works here anyway.
The thing is, though, at my financial level, I don't want to pull the trigger on something and then feel trapped in it if I'm not enjoying it.
There are certain ways to get out of it, but annoyingly, at least here, they're very one-sided. Like, if you have to start paying back the debt as soon as you leave uni and decide I'm dropping out of uni.
Definitely, for sure, I want to complete my secondary education because I feel like that was one of my biggest mistakes.
So.
But
So wait,
Hmm?
you still have to have loans even though it's mandatory.
no. Okay,
college
okay,
is
yeah.
mandatory.
UK, they're not the
University
same thing.
Yeah, we have
College
so
is
what-
basically like
let,
extra.
let the Canadian, let the fucking UK man explain, damn it.
So you've got primary school, high school or secondary school. I call it high school because I'm stupid and I'm not meant to call it that. But it goes primary school, secondary school. You can have sixth form, but usually that's college. And then there's university. I'm in university, and that's what I need to pay for. Everything else under that is free and covered by public stuff.
And that's the stuff
Well, I
that's
understand.
mandatory?
From what I understand, sixth form is essentially our grade 12, by the way.
More or less.
Weird.
Yeah, the way they refer to their systems is kind of definitely different than how we do it in North America. That's for sure.
Yeah, I see. I'm torn on the free college thing. On one down, like, so the problem comes down to we have enough bloat in universities already because everyone was encouraged to go to college, whereas 50 years ago, universities and colleges and stuff, only about the top 15% of smartest people in the country were considered more intelligent enough. So we've had a mass influx of people going to college for these jobs that they don't really need a college degree for. And then you run into the problem of because of this, you have this debt crisis now, whereas it was a small percentage of the population going to these schools, and it didn't cost as much for various reasons. Mostly it's just colleges being for-profit bastards. And now you have this large influx of people going in for college, and it's like a whole...
Yeah, and like when you think about it, like a lot of the people you see who are the most successful people in society, a lot of them didn't go to college. They just either tinkered with things and learned the skill set by trial and error.
I mean, if you're talking about like outstanding, like fucking exponentially like crazy outliers, yeah, like Elon or fucking Zuckerberg or something. But yeah, that's true. But usually that's because while they're in college or, before college, they set something up and they don't need it. So, whereas someone who,
But I'm talking even in the gaming industry, like the people who like the founders of Bungie and a bunch of other things, they just were independent people who fucking just did
I'm
things.
pretty sure many of the people at Bungie. Well, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying
The
is
starters, not like id Software and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
who just came together was like, hey, this is a cool idea. Want to do this?
yes, but also like, I don't think game design was really a thing. They were just like computer nerds, and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other problem with the
but
gaming industry now. Outside of like,
but now it's an industry, like you said, and
Yeah.
it's like industrialized, and there's corporate politics and stuff getting like corporate policies and things like that are seeping in, and that's where you need a college degree because let's be honest here, college degrees are just an IQ test that your employer isn't legally allowed to give you.
Yeah, that's honestly so most of my first year at uni was actually stuff that I'd learnt in college already. Exactly the same
So it was
stuff,
basically a refresher course.
more or less a refresher. It wasn't designed as a refresher. They were just like, okay, we've got to get everyone up to speed because if you haven't been to college and didn't study any sort of coding, we've got to get you up to speed. So it was an accidental refresher course for me. But yeah, if I could just like honestly, since uni is they send you off and tell you just have this thing in by next month, most of it's independent anyway. It's just a incentive to actually do the research and you get a piece of paper that makes sure they know you've done that.
Sorry, I just killed someone with a trick shot.
Yeah, but no, my main thing is I really want to become like a therapist or a psychologist. I'm still trying to figure out the fine details of it, but because they're just like one, it's like
Yeah, so
one. There's a couple reasons why, with that one is just there's so many fucking bad therapists out there.
but if anything, I feel like what is a good general like thing you can learn in university that can apply to a lot of fields?
Engineering.
Engineering, coding, anything that's literally making something in a very, very
I just
C++.
don't see the problem with coding is I don't want to be involved in a tech field because it's just so
Every-
fucking toxic now, and I don't want to be involved in it anymore.
Because everyone thinks that they're a tech head because they own.
No,
phone.
no,
Well-
no, because like if you don't have the right opinions, you're considered like bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a very like.
Like I don't know how I'm not gonna try to get into this too much, but basically if you have like a somewhat conservative opinion, you're considered like an outlier in those fields. Basically.
I see what you mean. It's definitely a weird field to focus on. I guess if you're working for, I guess it depends who you're working for.
Yeah.
Because when I'm thinking like production engineering, I'm not thinking of like going to Facebook and asking for a job. I'm thinking more like a more local company that works with one set of software that they've developed themselves and sells locally to, I don't know, a hospital or something.
Yeah,
Something simple.
like
Um,
yeah, a lot of it isn't like that big corporate stuff, right? For instance, I know somebody. They're a software engineer. Their first job out of school for that, they were a civilian contractor for the United States Air Force.
it's all
I
sorts
mean,
of
yeah, we
things.
just don't have a big military-industrial complex like you got where I live.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's an example of something where it's like, you don't have to have the right politics to work for the army. But like, I think you're thinking of it too on like the larger, like these large companies. Like you could just go into mechanical engineering stuff, and just go being a maintenance guy somewhere or something and make good money.
Yeah.
That's what Arlen does, but I don't want to be like
You don't want to be blue collar.
I don't want to be in a blue-collar job where I have the risk of falling off the side of the building. That's kind of what it is.
Then just pick and choose your job correctly, man. Sometimes
Yeah, but,
sometimes you just gotta do stuff you don't
I
want
also
to do.
I also don't want to be in a sewer, so it kind of fucking like limits me.
Nah, dude,
I don't
there's
know.
plenty of factory jobs where it's like I work in a fucking tape factory, and there's plenty of jobs where it's like, listen, man.
I kind of want to attack because there's less of a physical risk.
I mean, I guess, but what I'm saying is, it's like, it's what do you want to do, really? Because I feel like you just don't know.
It's a little bit of that, but like, it's just I feel like the passion I had when I was a teenager for tech is also gone.
Man, I don't want to be a dick, but it's like you haven't really done much.
I know, and we're not gonna get too deep into like
Yeah,
all my
I'm-
personal things on stream, but like
Yeah, obviously, but I'm just
because
saying,
you
like,
talked about you going to college, so I just
Yeah,
thought about it.
I'm just saying, like, you haven't done much. You need to get some, like, real-world experience, get your fucking hands dirty, and do some shit before you make decisions like that. That's the big problem with colleges and why there's a fucking high fucking dropout and, like...
Well, it's also
crash.
the price tag. I'm not gonna again
Oh.
get into my financial like details like on stream, but it's just like some people can't afford to just pull that kind of risk.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. It's a big deal for me, too. I'm trying to figure out the cheapest way possible to do what I want, and still be allowed to get a job, because, you know, like, my family's not doing...
Online,
Yeah.
online is probably your best option.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's a possibility, but honestly, for what I'm gonna do,
Considering the
you can't really
infrastructure's
do
there
it
for it now
online.
since COVID.
You see, the thing is, what I want to do, you can't really do online.
True.
Like, so what I've been toying around the idea of is going to school abroad, somewhere like probably Europe. As much as I wouldn't like that, but it'd save me a lot of money, and I'd get some experience, and that'd be pretty cool. So even if I,
How would traveling to a different continent save you money?
because that's how expensive college degrees and shit are here, man. It's
Bruh.
fucking insanity. It's literally cheaper to go to school abroad now. Like,
I don't know what the price tags are, but I mean, Justin did it, so
Yeah.
it can't be like that insane.
like
In Canada.
outstanding. There's just more help if you go to school abroad than there is than like, and the price tag's just lower. Like old time expenses of moving country and stuff. That's not too bad. I can just get a fucking job over there and take care of it, right? Like that's not an issue. But
Yeah, but would you be able to just jump back into your? Well, I suppose you wouldn't be jumping back in if you had the degree, actually,
what?
like to that job anymore.
Huh?
Oh, I was saying, like, I was about to say, like, would you be able to just jump back into your factory job? But then I remembered,
Fuck no, I
if
wouldn't
if
bother.
if you had a degree, yeah,
That's,
there would be a point.
that's the point of getting the job. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like I mean, worst case scenario, I join the military to pay
trick-
for
the
college like
trick-
everyone else.
The trick is landing a job that pays as well as your factory job in Europe.
I mean, it doesn't have to pay as well as that does. It just has to support like my living expenses at that point.
Which, depending on where in Europe could be pretty rough.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, man. I'm from fucking rural Appalachia, dude. I'm okay with roughing it. I know how to live cheap.
So I'm guessing you're probably looking at England.
England or Germany? Germany has the most accepting shit. They have full, like they teach.
Yeah, the
English
problem
and
is, you know, oh, they do?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Germany is a pretty nice place. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If
I
you,
mean, in terms of, like, welfare and shit.
like even the cities, they're dead clean.
Yeah, yeah. Germany's.
I know, I'm talking more about cultural shit
Yeah.
when I say, like,
Yeah,
it's not...
cultural and politics will put you on a watch list for being a libertarian type shit. But yeah. But yeah, aside from that, you know, fucking.
Oh no.
I might hop over to the fucking store in a minute, because I want to get some energy drinks in the morning. Yeah, I know, I got a problem.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking caffeine crack fiend.
yeah, but yeah, fucking, hey man, I don't know what to do with school. Like, another thing too, like therapist over here, you don't have to really, you just have to get certified for it. It's fucking embarrassing.
The reason why I want to be more in tech and, like, probably something in the coding field or something like that is because I like to just do freelance shit and not have to deal with being in large crowd situations.
Yeah, I get that. I can get that. Fucking big fucking social pressure situations and shit. I understand. But
Oh god, this map.
fuck.
At least it's a full team,
Yeah,
so it won't be as pain in the ass as it was when we were trying to 1v1 in this.
yeah. But yeah, no, I'm fucking good on tech. It just sounds like a pain in the ass that I don't want to deal with. Because at least with therapist stuff, it's like, okay, I just have to talk to people and give them sound advice and stuff.
Which is where I would fall short in that scenario.
Yeah, yeah, I love that shit. It's like, yep. I mean, there's a fucking mental institution like in my fucking county that I can go work at too.
This shit's starting to feel kind of trapped because I'm less than 4 years from 30.
Yeah, yeah, it's starting to set in. You want to change topics, by the way, before shit gets too depressing on a fucking live stream, bro? Rob, what's the last movie you watched?
Fight Club.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never watched that. Like, I've been wanting to, but like, yeah.
I've just yeah. I have like a giant list of movies that I like really should watch, but I've just been putting off. Like
Yeah,
Yep.
my roommate put it on, and I was like, oh, I might not enjoy it. It might be a bit, and then I actually really kind of liked it. The weird part was that my roommate didn't, and he was the one that put it on.
I just watched Dune, yesterday or the day before. I actually really liked it. I went in it with some knowledge on the series, which is why I think I enjoyed it. Like, I think if I knew nothing, it would have been like, what the fuck is happening?
It's going good. It's so sad kicking my own army's ass.
Like, I think if I would have, like, went into Dune knowing absolutely nothing, I think it would have been, like, not really enjoyable.
The sniper boys. Sniper immortal boys, I can't remember.
You still there, Zin?
yeah.
Let's get some of those. They're very nice.
I'm just kind of playing Halo 3 on fucking autopilot right now because I'm more interested in the conversation.
Well, yeah. I wanted to know if he'd seen Dune or not, but, like, he hasn't responded.
He's talking to somebody. Damn it, my phone.
Oh god, they're all there! Fuck! God damn it. You avenged me.
Yes. But yeah, man. Fucking hey.
So you've read the book, though, right?
Years ago. Years and years
What's
ago.
your opinion on it?
I don't remember enough of it to give you an opinion, to be honest. I read it when I was like fucking 12, 13.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like, I give you my opinions on it. It didn't really stick with me that much. I don't even think I read the whole thing now I think about it. I don't know. I fucking...
You might have been too young for it, to be honest, to really, like, watch
That's a good possibility, because I'm getting to that point now where I...
Yeah,
like
I'm getting to the point where I go back and I watch things I watched as a kid where I wasn't really, like, getting a lot of the things they were trying to convey. And
Yeah.
now it's starting to click. Like, even San Andreas, like, I'm following the plot better than I did when I played it as a kid.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point where things that you liked as a kid aren't just nostalgic fun. They're just like, oh, I had shit taste.
Yeah, but also, like, GTA 4 is, like, what I'm remembering of the story, it's a lot better than what I remembered when I played through it the first time, because, like, the problem with GTA 4 and the fan base is they tried to actually tell a serious story in that universe, and most of the fan base was just, it wasn't, you can't make Nico a clown.
Hey, do you remember that time in, before GTA 5 came out where everyone thought it was the original trilogy characters being reunited, like, united together?
Oh, that's so. Oh, that was so stupid.
Honestly...
So wait, that would mean Trevor would have been the Claude analog.
Yes.
Because everyone thought fucking Michael was Tommy.
Yeah, honestly, I might have liked that better. I don't really like GTA 5's story that much. I've replayed it recently, and it's kind of just...
Yep. In my opinion, it's probably... I'd say 3 was probably less interesting, but, like, besides that, it's probably the least interesting GTA.
I mean, I get it. They were trying to do, like, a heist movie thing, but, like...
Just want a more serious tone again, man.
Yeah.
Like, I get that's gonna upset the fucking preteens, but I don't really care.
Well, they can't ever do that again, and then it's not like... You say that like they're gonna make a GTA 6. They're not. They're just making it online until it runs out of money. And then...
Well, the rumor going at the moment is that GTA 6 is an absolute development hell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but that's the rumor coming, like, that's the leak that's come out recently.
They just keep trying to make it, and they can't get it to work right? It's been in development for
Like,
years.
It also probably is like, how do we live up to, like, the second best-selling game in video game history?
What's the first?
Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. I mean... I don't know. fucking Red Dead had a good story, but I haven't replayed it, which is
My
interesting.
answer to that is you lived up to Red Dead 1 with 2, so why can't you live up to GTA 5 with a new one?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if Red Dead 2 is as good as Red Dead 1 because I used to replay Red Dead 1 every
That's
year.
story.
Well, again, I haven't played Red Dead 1 in years because it's fucking locked on a console still, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I feel like if I replayed it now, and it's like I don't want to go hunt down a disc for it because they're still fucking expensive. They're like $50 for a copy of Red Dead 1 still on fucking Xbox, like for the disc version. And I don't know
Well, it sells way cheaper.
what.
Just buy it digitally, it sells cheaper.
Yeah, probably, but I just haven't played through it, and it's like, fuck, I might have it digitally. I don't even know, right?
Well, I do.
I might have my 360 disc fucking somewhere, but like I gotta have it somewhere, but I have no idea where it's at, and I just haven't taken the time to replay it. But it was a tradition for me. I loved Red Dead 1 so much that I would replay through the story every fucking year. For like 5 years.
I'm gonna hit you with an oof bomb right now.
What?
Red Dead 1 is 11 and a half years old now.
My god. Yeah, I played that game, I played through that game every year, even after the Xbox One came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was...
Well, to be fair, after the Xbox One came out, the game was only 3 years old. That's how old the Xbox One is now, by the way.
Jesus. But... Yeah, no, I played through that game a lot. Like at least once a year for up to 5 or 6 years, and then sometimes I'd play through it multiple times in a year. So
I think this was a symptom of me not having many games for the 360 when I first got it, but I think I played through Assassin's Creed 2 20 times in the first year I played it.
Jeez. Yeah, I've kind of like that with Halo 3. There was like a good 6 months window where Halo 3 was the only game I had on Xbox. And
Dude, I played that game so fucking much. Yeah, they're clean! Yes. Sorry, my mom was saying something to me.
Yeah, but like Red Dead 1 was really good, but I've just never taken the time to replay Red Dead 2. I've bought it fucking 3 times to play with different people.
Here's the problem with Red Dead 2, it is excessively longer than 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a full breakdown critique of Red Dead 2 is coming at some point for me, because especially if I do this
here's
the
the
thing.
thing. I really love Red Dead 2 and the story really clicked with me. So it's not a fault of the story, it's a fault of the pacing.
Maybe. I really like the story too.
I think they tried to go too deep into the immersive sim aspects of the gameplay, and it actually slowed the game down too much.
Maybe. I was really emotional at the end of Red
By the way,
Dead 2.
I'm gonna yeet out now. We've been playing for like 4 hours.
Oh, are you leaving?
Oh no, I'm yeeting out of the game now.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I think I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to have something on in the background.
Probably time to kill the stream, to be honest.
You think?
I mean, unless you got something else to bring to it.
I mean, I just want to keep talking about this game, because I feel like this is an interesting conversation here.
So what the fuck were you going to title this stream? Because it's all over the place.
Oh, I have it titled right now, Good Old Halo 2, but I might just make it a podcast episode.
Halo 2?
Or Good Old Halo 3.
Yeah, okay.
YouTube, there we go. Alright, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's find a long play of it.
Wait, you're just gonna watch a playthrough of it?
I'm just gonna put the long play on with no commentary and just mute it. And just turn it down really low.
Oh, because we're talking about it? Yeah.
Yeah, because that seems like...
Credit to YouTube, by the way.
Oh, I will. It'll be in the... his name's on screen, and I'll put him in the link in the description when I redo the VOD for this, because that's definitely going to happen at some point. But... What was I saying? With Red Dead 2, I really like the story of it, but it's like, it just doesn't feel replayable. And
yeah, it has to do with just how many factors to the gameplay there is. It's just like, it feels kind of like they wanted to try too many things, and like they had already been starting to lean into the more like realism aspect.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. That's
and it's just like, the story itself would probably work if the gameplay was just a refined version of ones, but they tried to add all these sim aspects to the mechanics, and it just made it feel a lot more like a chore at times when you're free roaming.
Mm, I can see that in some ways. Really, what I
That's actually why it took me so long to beat that game, because I actually took a break from it because there's like a there's like a hill you got to get over with those mechanics, right? You have to sort of reach a certain point where you've become used to them enough where they don't feel like they're holding you down. What, not holding you down. What's the word I'm looking for? Like they're I don't know the right way to explain this. Like it's almost like a curve, like a not like a difficulty curve, but like you have to get used to all the different mechanics to the point where you can actually use them efficiently and
yeah.
actually play it. So it's almost like you have to learn an entire it's almost like learning a language because there's just so many things in fucking Red Dead 2 that you got to keep track of compared to the original game where it's just Wild West GTA but way more serious.
Yeah, yeah. I I guess I don't know. I didn't feel overwhelmed by that aspect. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I'm
No, I like it, but it takes a long time to get into, and also, I'll be real, the first two arcs of the game are boring.
uh yeah. I think what I'm doing with Red Dead Two is
Once you get out west, and no, out east, I mean, once you get to the eastern region of in the story, that's when it starts picking up. I feel like when you're in Valentine, it's just really slow and boring.
um yeah. But I mean, it's kind of just setting the mood at that point. I think maybe I'm again. I've only played through it once when it first came out, like on launch, and I had it beat within like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't get past how slow it felt in the beginning, and I kind of just dropped it for a few months. And then when I finally got back to it, I finally like pushed past that part that was just like making me really like not into it. And once I was in chapter 3, that's when I really kicked into drive with the playthrough, and I fucking got through it. And like everything after chapter 3 was great. Like I enjoy the like. Don't get me wrong, there are elements of chapter 2 that are good. I just feel like the pacing was too slow. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, man, this game is already looks aged. How old is Red Dead 2?
3 years old.
Wow, and it already looks old.
What's the resolution you're running that shit on, by the way?
Good question. It's in 1080.
What system are they playing on? Because they might, if you played it, actually, you said you played it on Xbox One at first, so you played the worst looking version when you played it first time.
Yep.
Because I played it on PS4 Pro, so that game looks great on there.
Yeah, this is on Xbox One.
Yeah, and I've never experienced it on the base systems because when I got it on Xbox, I got it only after I bought a Series X. So I'm playing the One X version of the game when I play it on here, which is 4K.
Yeah, I also the online just fucking sucked and just failed to keep players, and I think that's another reason why GTA
See,
6
that's
is in
not really a
development now.
metric. That's not really a metric I judge those games by. I
No,
judge
because
I judge their online modes as their own things.
yeah, well, Red Dead Online is a fucking Skinner box, just like GTA Online.
Yeah, like Rockstar single player modes stand so well on their own that you shouldn't really judge the game off the online.
Yeah,
You should judge the online modes as a separate entity, so the single player.
yeah. I guess we
Especially,
go to
especially because both with 5 and Red Dead, they've launched them later than the single player anyways.
yeah. But
When both of those games launched as single player only games.
yeah, um, where was it going with this? Oh, but like I found that with Red Dead 2, I couldn't quite get as immersed as I could with the like I got really immersed into it and I got really into it when I played it. But once I had finished all the epilogue stuff and everything, it was just like, this is done now, and I just set it down. Like I had no urge to complete the game. I was solely playing it for the story. The gameplay was okay. It was serviceable. But the story is just really good. And so once all that's gone, it's just like, oh,
Also, like, I don't get me wrong, I literally predicted it a year before it came out, but and spoilers by the way, but like, once Arthur's dead, there's just I don't know, it's just like it doesn't feel the same anymore. And don't get me wrong, playing as John's cool, but we're not really playing as the John of Red Dead One,
no.
so it doesn't feel right.
Mm,
Like it feels like it's the John that's leading into it, and like he has some of the elements of what he is. But a lot of the story of Red Dead 2 is him building up to that person that he was in Red Dead 1.
yeah,
Because
and
John at the beginning of Red Dead 2 is a very different character.
yeah,
Like he almost feels like a completely different character.
yeah,
Like I was actually really shocked how different of a person he was in Red Dead 2 at first.
yeah, yeah. It's because like, I mean, I feel like they kind of had to do that because you got the whole thing with Red Dead 2 is just Red Dead 1 is John has been dragged back into his life and is now having to come face to face with his past sins.
Also, I gotta say that as well. Red Dead 2 is probably the best example of a prequel I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like it leads into one so clean, everything makes sense. It actually makes one better in retrospect because it makes everything like it's not like where like some things should remain a mystery. The things becoming not a mystery actually makes one better.
Yeah, you get more. It's not just this vague feeling that oh, John's done some bad stuff in his past. It's it's that he
Also, how do you kind of feel about them retconning the bear attack story?
what Veritek story?
Near the end of Red Dead 1, when John goes back to West Elizabeth,
Yeah.
and like starts seeing his family again, him and Jack go hunting, and I think Jack asks him about how he got the scars, right? And he tells Jack that as a kid, he was attacked by a bear while hunting. But of course, at the beginning of Red Dead 2, we actually see he got that while they were on the run from the law, being attacked by wolves.
Well, I don't think John knew any of that stuff at that time.
What?
I think
No. I'm talking about John, the story behind John's scars.
yeah. I'm talking not John. What's his name? The kid.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you feel about them retconning that story from one and
Okay.
changing it?
I'm well. I like the idea that it's not that they retconned it in a really clever way, where it's like, all right, he's now lying to his son, because I don't think his son ever really realized that they were on the run from the law and they were criminals, and I don't think he wanted his son to look at him like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that makes sense. Like that's actually really cool. Because in the first game, like that's another thing. That's a little twist. It's like, hey, like not a twist, but it's a little detail. Just yeah, I got this from Veritech, and it's like, when in reality we
But
get to see.
one of the interesting things is they made it so that Dutch wasn't always just a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, which is good because if he was,
It actually shows his descent to becoming what he was in one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually surprised he let you leave on the mountain because I felt like they were going to show his change in personality more at the end, in the epilogue. But that was a surprisingly calm and mature fucking choice he did.
Yeah, it's the last. It's the last.
Considering that's
little-
only 4 years before the events of 1 by that point.
Right, but you got to remember too, it's like the last gasp of his sanity.
Mhm.
Like that's how
What do
I've
you think-
interpreted that.
What do you
is-
think about the going theory that Dutch's insanity started when the trolley crash happened?
The train crash?
During the heist in Saint Denis, there's like I can't remember if it was like an explosion or something, but they were on a trolley trying to escape and it derailed, and Dutch makes a comment about everything being like very hazy and shit, like he smashed his head.
Was that when his character? Well, see, this is interesting because on one hand,
Because the descent and madness seemed to start like not long after that when they were in Guarma, for example.
well, yeah, that's when things got really off the rails. But there's this slow But I don't know how I feel about that because I've just heard this for the first time, and so what I'm thinking about is, on one hand, the story of Red Dead 2 is also the story of um, Dutch and his like slow descent into madness and him losing control
Yeah,
of
that's the dude
everything.
dragging us with the story.
Yeah, that's his character arc through this thing. Is just him slowly like like from going into control in control, and now he's lost all control, but he's in denial about it, and that's where we meet him in Red Dead Two
Well,
or
I
Red
do
Dead
think
One.
there's an aspect of it, but like the theory is that he was already descending because of the lack of, like, the losing control aspect of things, but also the head trauma at that time just exasperated it and made him really fall into that hole.
I mean, it's an idea. I need some more time to think about it. I'd probably have to replay both games to give you like a sound opinion on that because on one
After the
hand,
polygraph, he makes a comment on like hitting his head.
all right. Well, it's a fan theory, so it's up to
Oh, I
interpretation.
know.
So I'm thinking about working like okay, so that's a neat detail, but also I don't know if like him having CTE basically, and like being driven into madness through head trauma and stuff is something I like because I don't really have enough details to know if that if that gives if that
Well,
gives him hold on
does make a sense in a
well,
but I
I
was
mean,
saying
it makes sense
Warma arc.
logically, but I'm saying from like a
The
character
Warma arc is
development.
right after that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if that makes sense from a character development standpoint. Like I feel like in some ways that might undercut his development. Um,
Or undeveloped, you mean?
no. I mean it just undercuts his character development and like his like because it's still a development. It's not an undevelopment. He doesn't revert back to something. He becomes something new, whether that's good or bad. But
Well, I more meant by regressing mentally, but yeah.
mm, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if that means that he, like, I don't know if that takes away from his character development of slowly losing control.
Well, it is just a fan theory, though. It's nothing.
Yeah, I know, but I still want to talk about it because there's a detail hinting towards it in the game, and that sort of, that means something.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, considering how fucking batshit he seemed in Red Dead 1, it does kind of make sense.
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense because it absolutely does, and that's why I'm thinking about it so hard. Because if it was just some nonsensical bullshit theory, then it'd just be like, okay.
Well, there is the argument that he was already descending in some way already, because he killed an innocent during the Blackwater job,
Yeah,
like, needlessly.
yeah. So I feel like we need another prequel, and we haven't got the full story.
Well, here's the thing. Take-Two kind of already confirmed that they are going to make another Red Dead game.
Yeah, I figured.
We don't know if it's... Well, it kind of has to be a prequel. We're so late in the Wild West era in both games that really there's nowhere else to go but back.
Yeah. Um. It was a Wild
How would
West.
how would you feel about either, like, a Jose or Dutch as the main character of a Red Dead game?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see how it's executed. I don't have a problem with it on the outset, but also I think that they could also just do a whole new cast of characters at this point. I mean, we've spent so much time with them.
Yeah, that was my thought too. Like, it would be interesting to have another prequel on them, but if anything, I want a remake of Revolver in the style of a redemption game.
Well, Revolver's a completely different game.
Yeah, but I mean the character and the storyline, but just do it in a redemption
I
game
don't.
style.
Okay. I don't know much about Revolver, but I know that Revolver's a bit more camp than either of those games.
Oh yeah, they can make it more serious. Like when I say not remake but reimagining, kind of like what the Resident Evil remakes are.
Yeah.
They're not really remakes; they're reimaginings.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think anyone really is emotionally attached to Red Dead Revolver.
But that would be a way to bring those characters into the more mainstream conscious.
I guess.
Because we did have them as playable characters in the Red Dead 1 online, but that's like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you could do. I think it'll be interesting, and I hope it's good because. But I'm also concerned because of these fucking trilogy, man. That's a mess.
Oh, yeah, it definitely should not be grocery games. Fuck. I mean, at least they're updating it. I'll give them credit. Like some companies will just leave their games that they fuck up,
Yeah,
and those
but
can
like,
always be like criticized. But
well,
like at least it's still not good that they released it as is.
yeah. Well,
But
what I'm more thinking about is the fact that Rockstar look at that product and went, yeah, this meets our quality control. Just ship it, and it's like, that's not good.
but is it Rockstar or is it Take Two? That's the question.
It could be either. Oh my god, my mom's calling me. Hold on.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here? We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that.
Hey Rob, are you still here?
I've just been on mute. I was talking to my roommate for a bit.
So how's this fucking conversation been?
I've not been listening to it too much. To be honest, I've been focusing on this game.
Hello.
Yeah, I forgot Rob was here until I fucking saw his icon. I was like, hey, you still here, buddy?
Have you been
Probably gonna
listening? Have you been listening to this, Rob?
Not too much. I'm probably gonna be leaving soon though, because it's like just literally just turned midnight.
Yeah, the stream's almost over. I gotta go take care of some stuff. But yeah, interesting conversation about Red Dead 2, man.
Fair enough.
Rob, do you do anything online that I can shill for, or when you said projects, was that school stuff?
Cool stuff. I don't really do anything online, not at the moment.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I have a channel, but I haven't uploaded anything to it in like 5 years. But I guess you can link to it if you want.
I'm not even gonna bother because you don't upload, so no point.
I mean, I might start like if this actually goes somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will talk to you lads sometime later, and then I'm just gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna go eat and try to figure out what to name this fucking stream because it is a mess. All right.
What?